Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your 1010 Portal Tarot reading. So, number 10 in Tarot denotes transformation, right? Endings for new beginnings. Think of the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It means that something has come to an end or completion. Even the Wheel of Fortune and the Major Arcana portion of a tarot deck is number 10, right? And that all talks about a destined turning point, if you will, or some type of elevation, right? A destined moment within your life. So the 1010 portal is another opportunity for you to release unnecessary baggage. That can be negative thoughts, that can be lies we tell ourselves, that can be toxic traits, that can be habits, addictions, unhealthy patterns, maybe even environments or connections we have that no longer serve our highest good. Releasing whatever that unnecessary baggage is for you, releasing it will make room for positive thoughts, speaking the truth to yourself, right? Healthy habits, healthy addictions, healthy traits, healed patterns, balanced environments, and connections. And those things do serve our highest good. So it's basically swapping out the bad for the good. So the 1010 portal is ideal for manifesting. You can manifest in a variety of ways. You can meditate. You can practice visualizations, such as like creating a vision board, which is something I started to do recently. You can journal realistic goals and ideas that you have for yourself. Or you can do something else that I just started doing, which is called future journaling. Future journaling is taking today's date, right, October 10th, 2024, writing it out in a journal as October 10th, 2025, and writing what you would like that day to be. This morning, I woke up and strolled the beach, right? Had breakfast with the love of my life, whatever it is, played an hour of tennis, took an afternoon nap, whatever that is for you. Again, keeping it realistic, but something you would like to manifest. So where do you want to see yourself a year from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now? So again, it's something I've started doing on the recommendation of a friend. And if that's something that you want to try, you certainly can try it now with this full moon, as well as moving forward. But whatever you do, I recommend that you do manifest in the healthiest of ways. So during your meditation, be sure to practice gratitude, sage, use Palo Santo. If you don't like burning anything in your home, I understand some people are sensitive to that. You can also cleanse your space with essential oils. Just do whatever you feel is best for you to kind of cleanse and clear your environment. And then meditate, however you choose to do that. So I wanted to do this special reading for all of you. I'll begin with Aries, work my way here around the zodiac wheel, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be pinned to the comment section. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus. So you're welcome to look at any and all of those placements. If you're not sure what those placements are, also pinned to the comment section is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. You can take a look at that and then come back here and just click on the timestamp for that respective sign or signs that you wish to view. At the end of this reading, I'll do a collective reading for all of you watching. And with all that said, just keep in mind, it's a general collective reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's quite possible that the messages that come through today won't fully resonate with you. And if that happens, it's okay. Don't get upset. Just check one of your other placements because that message clearly is meant for someone else. With all that said, let's begin. Aries, let's see what your 1010 portal message is for October 10th, 2024. Relationships. You also have a bowl, plenty of material things, and then you have nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So many Aries could be thinking at this time about their nest, right? Your nest being your Four of Wands, let's say, right? The four walls that you feel safe in, that your home, it's your security. What do you want it to look like one day? Well, what does it look like now versus what do you want it to look like one day? And who would you like to share that nest with, or who would you like to build that nest with? This card of the Bowl card with plenty of material things, I always kind of look at that as like the Ten of Pentacles card. And Pentacles could be anything, right? Time, love, money, devotion. So I almost feel for the Aries collective, and again, if this isn't your reading, just check one of your other placements. But it looks like some of you are manifesting, hoping, praying for a relationship that can really go the distance, one that is nurturing to you. And one where you can create an environment with your partner that will be loving and balanced and mutually beneficial to both of you. So tell me more about relationships for the Aries collective for the 1010 portal. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Aries, this is being clarified by the Two of Swords in the upright. The Four of Wands, I just said the Four of Wands, right? And there goes the Four of Wands showing itself in the upright. We have the Empress in the upright, and then we have the Five of Swords in the upright. Very interesting. You're conflicted. The Aries collective, again, if it's not your message, check one of your other placements, but I have at the bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles in the upright, to the Page of Cups in the upright, to the Six of Swords in the reverse, and then the Four of Cups. Interesting. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, and again, cross watchers, this could be a little bit of a trigger warning. And it's not every Aries, right? But for the group of Aries that this message is for, Aries, you're either currently in a relationship that you no longer want to be in, or you're single and you're desiring a relationship that you truly want to be in, where you can flourish and you can grow with your partner. But some of you are in a current relationship that you're not very happy with. You're currently in a crossroads in regards to that relationship. With that Two of Swords card, you're not sure whether to stay or go. For some of you, you could share a home or living space with this person. Whether you do or you don't, there's a lot of conflict within this relationship. There could also be competition here, whether your person has other individuals, whether you have other individuals, but you are holding back. Four of Cups is someone who holds back. And that Four of Cups to the Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles to the Page of Cups, whoever you're with, for those of you, if you are with someone, and this is your reading, you're holding back your love from this connection. The Six of Swords card is in the reverse. You're not moving forward with expressing your love to whomever this individual is. The Four of Cups card here in the upright tells me you may have some love for this individual or some affection, but you are not interested in receiving their cup of love or in giving one to them. The Eight of Swords in the reverse tells me you are on the brink of letting this relationship go, because the Eight of Swords is in the reverse, and that talks about releasing negative thoughts. That talks about moving forward towards the Ten of Swords, which is an ending. So I feel like a lot of you are just one or two steps away from possibly ending a relationship. There's your Ace of Cups and the Fool card. Some of you want to take a risk or a chance with someone entirely new. If you're currently in a relationship, and you don't have someone else, you just believe that the prospect of something better exists out there. So again, you know, don't get upset, cross-watcher, and think your Aries is leaving you, right? You know how solid your relationship is. And not every Aries is contemplating this, but for the group of Aries that I'm talking to, you want to take a risk on love, but not with the individual that you're currently with. It's almost like you want to take the risk to leave, heal, and put your work into another connection. Invest in another connection. I have King of Pentacles here, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. It's like I want to heal and then get on with the business of investing in myself, as well as investing in another connection. Some of you already have that secondary connection sort of waiting for you. Others of you just believe in the promise that there's something or someone better than where you currently are. There's a lot of internal conflict for the Aries collective. Again, for the group of you that I've tapped into, a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of conflict here on whether or not you want to stay with whomever this individual is. And you could be in a current relationship where you do have plenty of material things, but there's a lack of love or desire. When I, read tarot, I look at what's here and what's not here. And the only wands here is the Four of Wands, which represents your home. Your home base. There doesn't seem to be any passion here between you and whoever this person is. There also doesn't seem to be any love because you're holding it back. Now, that doesn't mean this person doesn't have love for you. I'm not tapping into their energy. I'm tapping into yours. This could be a situation of unrequited love. Sometimes the Four of Cups speaks to me in that way as well. So again, you holding back and not really offering a lot of love to this individual, or it could be reversed. They're not offering a lot of love to you. Either way, many of you are contemplating releasing this connection. You either have, like I said, someone else, or you just believe there's someone else out there somewhere better suited for you than this connection. I feel a lot of you have attained everything you need on a material level. And now what you're desiring is a passionate, vibrant love that can grow with you, that you can nurture, and that will nurture you back. So perhaps for some of you during this 10-10 portal, not that you're manifesting your current relationship, completely dissipates overnight, but some of you could be manifesting the courage or strength to plan an exit, or the courage and strength to tell your partner that you no longer want this connection. But that's what I have for you, Aries. So definitely use this 10-10 portal to manifest what it is you want in your relationship. And like I said, for a lot of you, it's actually exiting where you're currently at. Now, if you don't want to take this as a love reading, some of you, this could be work related, right? You may have a job where it provides you with enough money where you have financial abundance and you're able to afford a lot of material things, but it lacks passion, it lacks desire, it lacks creativity. You feel held back at the job. The job doesn't really give its all to you, and you don't really give your all to it. You could also have some conflict here as well. But either way, it's letting go of one thing and moving on towards another, whether you already have that other thing in the works or you just know better is out there. So definitely time for the Aries collective, at least for the group of you I've tapped into, to assess, reassess whatever this connection or relationship is for you, and to determine whether or not it provides you with the balance you need in your life. And that's, all of this, the 10-10 portal we talk about, and the mini moon, and all of this is happening within Libra season, which is like the annual autocorrect for all of us to rebalance and restructure the environments we exist in the relationships that we exist within. And so some of you are being nudged by the universe to do just that. And I feel like the 10-10 portal, for those of you who harness the power of manifestation, will be able to create the exit plan or exit strategy that you need to leave whatever this is behind, so you can go out there and chase the relationship or connection or environment that you truly desire. So it kind of reminds me of like the ends of the Wizard of Oz before she clicks her shoes and they tell her that she's had the power all along. I feel like Aries, you're going to come to the realization quite soon that you had the power to do this all along, to leave or transform this situation. So good for you and good luck to you, my friend. Again, if that message did not resonate with you, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, Aries, I wish you a lot of luck with whatever the situation is for you. Please remember to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what your 10-10 portal message is, my love. You have growth. You also have Pin, which talks about a new job or new career. And then you have Pig, and that card talks about beware of greed. So again, Taurus, if this isn't your message, you can always just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But for this group of the collective that I've tapped into, one of your biggest concerns at this time is how to grow within either the job you currently have, like the career you currently have, or some of you want to manifest something bigger. I feel like the divine is trying to say here, like, to beware of greed, because sometimes we want the ultimate job, right? The pinnacle job, the 10 of Pentacles, whatever that is for us. But then oftentimes we get there and it's not all that that it's cracked up to be. So I feel like growth here for the Taurian collective should come at a slow rate. Some of you could be offered a new career path. And I feel like the divine is saying to beware of greed. For others of you, you could be holding on to an existing job, maybe even a relationship that is not allowing you to grow, not allowing you to expand. And some of you could be holding on to it for financial reasons. So staying at a job you feel stuck at, but the pay is good. Staying in a relationship that's not really growing, but there's some sense of security or stability there within it. And so you're just kind of hanging on to it. So very well could apply to relationships as well. Let's see where Tarot takes us with this message, Taurus. Tell me more about growth, pin, and the pig cards for the Taurian collective. What is their message here for the 10-10 portal? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Taurus, this is being clarified by the Seven of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the upright, the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Hangman in the upright. I'm sorry, that was not the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have Two of Wands. So there's your crossroad in the upright, Chariot in the upright, and you have a Knight of Cups here in the upright. That leaves a Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck to a Queen of Cups. Some of you, this could be a same-sex relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Some of you have a choice between two, because here you are as the King of Pentacles. Could be Queen of Pentacles as well, right? I don't read body parts. But a lot of you have a choice, and that would make sense with that Two of Wands there, that crossroads card. So, you know, this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords could be indicative of two job opportunities, two living opportunities, two relationship opportunities. It could represent two types. It could represent what you have and what you want. For example, you could have a job that is Queen of Swords, very direct, very black and white, doesn't allow for room for growth, right? That's what your card is here. It's all about growth. So it's just kind of chopping wood, doing the same thing every day, every day, kind of like Queen of Swords like. But maybe you want a job that you really love, that you can really pour yourself into, that is more balanced, more Queen of Cups. So it could be like that. Could be a relationship as well. Some of you could be in a relationship where it's very Queen of Swords like. There's not a lot of emotion. There's not a lot of fire. There's not a lot of desire. It's just very direct communication. We only speak when we need to speak with one another. Maybe some of you desire a relationship that's more loving, more intuitive, more emotionally balanced. So there's a choice here for the Taurian collective, at least for this group. So again, if it's not your message, check your other placements. But some of you are at a crossroads here when it comes to growth, either wanting to expand or possibly even leave a current job you have or a current relationship that you have. I feel like wherever you're at, you feel stuck. There isn't a lot of compassion, fire, or growth, or like creativity if this is a job. Again, very Queen of Swords, just kind of doing the same thing, right? Chopping wood day in and day out. You may want a job that allows for more creativity, more wiggle room, more compassion, more balance, like the Queen of Cups. And same thing if it's a relationship. I feel the Seven of Swords card here in the reverse is telling me the mask is off. So whatever this is for you, Taurus, whether it's an environment or a relationship, the mask has come off. You've seen the ugly side of this job. You understand the hardships of the relationship. It's no longer allowing you to grow. It's very restrictive. Seven of Swords is very restrictive energy. We can't move forward because there's some kind of betrayal or some type of block here. That's the Seven of Swords card. So in the reverse, I feel like the veil has been lifted. You're now seeing that whatever relationship or environment this is, there's no room for you to grow. I feel that a lot of you are manifesting change. And maybe that's what you should use, that 1010 portal. Some of you with that 8 of Cups card want to emotionally, possibly even physically, walk away from whatever this is. The 9 of Wands in the reverse is telling me you're tired. You're tired of showing up every day and doing the same thing, showing up at the same battlefield and enduring the same battle. You just want victory. Instead, you're the wounded warrior. I feel with the Hangman in the upright here, in the upright, this isn't something new. I don't feel like this is something that's just going to kind of creep up on the Taurian collective. You either know that you're currently in this situation, environment, or connection. I don't feel like this is something new. So if you're not currently experiencing this, I don't believe that this is your reading. Just check one of your other placements. But for those of you where you're resonating with this, yeah, I feel like there's a desire here for you to see what else is out there. 2 of Wands, what other jobs are out there, possibly relationships, living environments. I just feel like I want to move. I'm getting the feeling here like I want to move. 2 of Wands to the Chariot. Like, come on, let's go. This job is either going to improve or relationship is going to improve. Something needs to transform here, or I gotta go. I feel like this is a very itchy Taurian collective here. We're like, I gotta go. I have to take my creativity or my love or my skills, whatever it is, and I have to get out of here. So a lot of you have a choice between 2. Maybe you have a current job. You're manifesting a new job, so you can choose between 2. Others of you, I feel, like I said, are in a relationship where just there's no more growth and you want to expand. You're looking to expand in a relationship, maybe take it to a higher level of commitment, and there's just difficulty in doing that for whatever reason. So some of you are just at this time, and maybe that's what you can use the 1010 portal for, Taurus, is just to manifest growth. So manifest new job opportunities. If you need to leave a relationship, you can manifest the courage or strength to leave the relationship. Or, 2 of Wands is a card of planning. So you could also be manifesting how to plan. How am I going to leave this job? I feel for a lot of Taurians, something that may help here is vision boarding as well as future journaling. I mentioned that in the intro. I started doing both of them quite recently, and I feel like this might help the Taurian collective. So you just kind of get a pegboard, print out or cut out photos of things you like, whether it's from magazines or things you print out from the computer. And it's like, this is what I want my house to look like one day, or this is the type of job I want to have. This is where I'd like to live, where I'd like to vacation. Whatever this change is for you, that is going to allow not just for you to expand your consciousness, but to expand your life, to grow, so you can reach your pinnacle. I feel a lot of you, this is a very stifled growth. This is either like a boring, mundane job, and you might stay in it for money, right? Beware of greed. For others of you, it's a relationship that has turned cold, but you may stay in it for, again, some type of security or financial resources, but it's stuck. This is a very restrictive energy. So I would say to use that vision board or future journaling. When you wake up on October 10th, 2025, what would you journal about that day? What would you want that day to look like? So at the end of the day, you're journaling what you did that day. You woke up, and with whom or with what, or what did you do for work, or what did you do for fun that day? What did you eat? Again, make it realistic, right? Can't be like, I'm going to wait. I woke up this morning on the moon, and did 3 spacewalks before breakfast. Like, be realistic with that. And I feel like that future journaling could help you. Again, I believe in the law of attraction. I'll include a link for that as well. So I do believe like as above, so below. So a lot of you can very well use this 1010 portal to manifest something better for yourselves, because some of you are either in an environment or a relationship specifically for some type of financial resources, but it's turned cold, stale, stagnant, and quite restrictive for you. And Hangman's telling me you're already thinking about how to leave or how to exit or what to replace that job with. So again, I don't feel like this is anything new for the Taurian collective. I think this is just the divine saying you can harness the power of the 1010 portal to change whatever this is for yourself, so you can move forward in your life and grow And like I said, and expand. So again, Taurus, if that wasn't your reading, my love, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, I wish you a lot of luck with this situation. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Taurus, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's see what our 1010 portal message is. We have empathy. You also have the table card, which talks about hard work ahead. And then you have April. The empathy card in this deck is interesting because it talks about having the ability to see both sides of a situation. It gives me kind of like hangman energy. So if you're familiar with tarot, which I'm sure most of you are, that hangman card talks about, let me freeze, right? Let me pause. Let me suspend myself here to see this situation or environment or relationship from all perspectives, from the other person or other people's point of view. I just heard the tables are about to turn. Very interesting message to come through with that table card. So maybe for some of you, there's some hard work required to get you to where you want to be. And maybe part of that hard work for you is being open to seeing something from whoever that counterpart is for you, from the job's perspective, the friend's perspective. I feel like there's a hardship here. I feel like there's a hardship here within some sort of connection, professional, personal, or romantic. Some of you, this could be the divine telling you, you need to see it from that other person's perspective. And that might require a lot of hard work. I think for April, a lot of you, that April card could be that maybe you need to set some sort of realistic goal or realistic plan, realistic idea, realistic deadline. Yeah, I don't know why I just heard the tables are turning. All right, let's see what comes out in tarot, my love. Tell me more about empathy to table to April. What is this about for the Gemini collective? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. This is being clarified by the Emperor in the upright, the Nine of Wands in the upright, the Hierophant in the upright, and the Knight of Swords in the upright. Well, well, well. What are you manifesting? Bottom of the deck, Strength in the upright, speaking of manifester. There you are, Gemini. That's your card, the Magician, and then Judgment. Gemini, this is a massive amount of major arcana cards in a very small spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 cards here. Bottom of the deck, that leaves the Queen of Wands to the Four of Pentacles to the Empress. Are some of you manifesting your counterpart? For some of you, this person is already in your life. For others of you, they are not. But I feel like this is more of a love reading. Okay, so take it how it resonates. And if it's not a love reading for you, you probably want to check your other placements. But I feel like this is more like a love reading. Whatever group of Geminis or Geminians I'm talking to, I feel like you are taking all the strength you have to manifest, pray, whatever it is. I feel like you want this person. I don't know who this Emperor is to you. And it could be feminine. Take it how it resonates. We don't read body parts here, right? You want a higher level of commitment with this individual, whether they currently exist in your life or not. They could be a dream, right? I want to be with a divine counterpart one day and have a higher level of commitment with them. For some of you, like I said, this person's already in your life. For others of you, you're single, but that's what you want or who you want. For those of you where this is already an existing connection, this is, I hate using the word toxic, but this relationship could have some unhealthy traits, because the Nine of Wands card for me is like the wounded warrior. It's the soldier. I get up every day and I go to the same battlefield. And today's the day I, persevere and I try to win the war, but I don't win the war. And so I return back tomorrow and I do the same thing all over again. It's like chopping wood. I'm going to do the same thing all over, day after day. becoming wounded in the process, but not giving up. So some of you are in a connection with an individual that you perceive to be your divine counterpart. I don't know whether this person is or not, right? You can only intuitively know that for yourself. It's different for all of you. But it's been a rough go. Could be a rough go since April. Some of you could have met this person in April. Their birthday could be in April. There's some significance here with the month of April. Maybe the relationship was great until April, and there's been this Nine of Wands repetitive wounding since then. Or April could signify for some of you, I want this to get better by April. Like I'm giving this relationship 6 months to get better. Maybe, and that was kind of the feeling I was getting. Like some of you could be setting a date for like a realistic plan or goal or idea or deadline. And I know that's far away, but the card is there for a reason. So some of you are manifesting something in respect to April. Either something happened last April and you wanted to change, and others of you are manifesting for, you know, something to happen by next April, meaning April 2025. If this is a current relationship, no matter how wounding it's been for a lot of you, I feel like you continue to rebirth it, or you continue to manifest a rebirth. So in short, Gemini, whoever this person is, if they're currently in your life, I feel like the relationship has had its ups and downs, okay? And you're still in it. You're still fighting the good fight. Every time it goes down, you manifest it, judgment call to come back. You manifest a rebirth. You manifest a reconciliation. If this person is not in your life, perhaps you are just emotionally wounded because you keep manifesting, keep making the judgment call to manifest a divine counterpart, and the days go by and there's still no appearance of that divine counterpart. So take it how it resonates. Some of you are currently in the connection and it's a bit of a wounded connection, but you keep showing up every day. You keep manifesting reconciliation. You keep manifesting improvement. And it takes you a lot of strength. Strength to the Nine of Wands is like, yeah, I got to face another day like this. But you want a higher level of commitment with whomever this individual is. And for others of you, if you're completely single, you're manifesting a divine counterpart one day. And for a lot of you, like you want it to come in fast, Knight of Swords. For those of you currently in a connection, I feel like your Emperor has a block. And maybe with that empathy card, this is the divine telling you like you need to see it from his or her perspective. Maybe why they can't move as fast as you want, right? Because there's hard work ahead. So, Gemini, I could read this one or two ways. This is either you manifesting a divine counterpart, whether this person's in your life or not. Well, let me put it this way. Okay, sorry. I'm just getting like a boatload of messages here. So the message starts to get blurry for me. So Gemini, this could be you, my love. You may have an individual in your life and the relationship, you really want this person. You want a higher level of commitment. You want things to move a lot faster than they have been. And although you're a bit wounded, it takes you a lot of strength. If there's ever been breaks in the connection, you continue to manifest a reconnection. And there's a lot of hard work ahead to get this relationship to Nine of Wands, from Nine of Wands to the Hierophant, to get it from being a wounded connection to being a higher level of commitment. For others of you, you don't have this person, but you want this person, whether you know who they are or you don't. You're just manifesting a divine counterpart. And it gets really hard for you on some days. Either way, there's hard work ahead in terms of manifestation. And for those of you where you're in the connection, there's going to be hard work required on both your side and your person's side to bring this divine connection together. I think the union is protected because you have so many major arcana here. I just think it's going to be an uphill battle. And for some of you, your Emperor is blocked. You have to see things from this person's perspective. I don't know what that means. Let me, I hope I'm clarifying all of these messages correctly for the Gemini collective. Tell me more about the block that the Emperor has. Tell me more about the block that the Emperor has. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Emperor block, 8 of Swords in the upright, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, Ace of Wands in the upright, and then we have the Fool card, and we have the Five of Wands. So now we're clarifying the Emperor, we're clarifying blocks that the Emperor has. Although the Emperor is passionate about, so again, this is, you already know this person, okay? You've already identified them. They're either in your life or they're not, but that's the person you want to be with. They have a face, they have a name, okay? They're not an imaginary being. You know who this person is. For those of you where you know who this person is, I'm asking specifically about that individual's block. Their block number one, they are really up in their head. And they're up in their head about how to let go. Because the Nine of Swords in the reverse is I'm letting go. I want a new beginning. But the Eight of Swords is like, no, 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 no. Well, how are we going to do that? So the Two of Pentacles, clarifying both of those cards, and it's in the reverse. It's like your person is not, I don't want to say mentally balanced, because that implies they have some type of mental health condition, and it's certainly not my job to diagnose anyone. It's way above my pay grade. But what I mean by that is your person is having a mental block about how to move forward with you. They clearly have fears and concerns, whether it is in connection with you or external issues that affect them from moving forward. So when it comes to releasing whatever the block is, your person has a hard time reasoning that. Like letting go of one thing and coming towards you, or just moving forward in the connection. Do they want a passionate new beginning? Yes, they certainly do want a passionate new beginning with you. And this new beginning isn't just passion. It's a beginning, right? Because the Fool card is card number 0 in the major arcana, which comes after the World card. So I feel like something has to end for your Emperor. I don't know what this is. This could be distance. This could be you live on one side of the world and they live on the other. And the Emperor has to make a decision in order to be with you. They have to leave where they live and relocate. And there could be an issue like that where they're really up in their head thinking about like, I don't know if I can let go of where I live. I may have family here, or I'm established here. So it could be very hard work with that Table card, very hard work for your Emperor to release that and be able to move towards you. There's a lot of internal battle here, Five of Wands, with this Emperor, whoever this individual is. And I feel like, again, this is for those of you where you're with this person, but you're not with them. You know what I mean? Like you're not with them. And maybe this is a divine saying to you, you really need to see it from this person's perspective, because they're having their own mental challenge or mental block when it comes to like seeing a path forward with you, whether that's higher, just being with you, or if they're already with you, a higher level of commitment. They're thinking about it though. I mean, Page of Wands to the Two of Wands is here back to back. So we have Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Two of Wands. I mean, this is someone who's thinking about it. I just feel like once they think about it for too long, they kind of get like scrambled eggs brain. It's kind of like, that's the image I'm seeing, is someone like literally making scrambled eggs. So I don't know for those of you if you're my age, I'm 50, but in the 80s, I think it was the 80s, there was this commercial on TV about like the whole, I live in the United States, so the whole national thing at that time was say no to drugs, just say no to drugs. And one of the commercials was someone like cracking an egg and scrambling it. And it was like, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. I feel like this is your brain. This is your Emperor's brains when they think about coming towards you. And I don't mean that they have an issue coming towards you per se. I don't believe that, because there's passion here. There's excitement here. There's a look towards the future. There's unconditional love here. You know, this person might not express it to you, because King of Cups or Queen of Cups can be very stoic individuals. They perform more acts of service for love, but I do think this person holds a lot of love for you. I just think there's a block in them coming towards you. So it's not for lack of passion or lack of love. I just think when they think about how to make it happen, it's literally scrambled eggs. So the message here for you, maybe for the 1010 portal, really interesting. Instead of manifesting, I want this person, or I want this person in this way, or I want this person by this time, right? By April, let's say, for example. Maybe have some empathy and see it from that person's point of view. And when you manifest on October 10th, make that manifestation about, I'm manifesting courage for this person. I'm manifesting that this person has strength. I manifest that this person has the right of mind and the peace of mind. I manifest that this individual can tackle whatever hard work is ahead of them in order for them to come towards me. I feel like that's the message here for the Gemini collective. Again, Gemini, if that's not your reading, just, you know, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But yeah, there's a divine counterpart here. And whether you know them or not, I feel like the message here is that your 1010 manifestation should be not, I'm manifesting this person. How about I'm manifesting that whatever blocks that person has, that those blocks are cleared so they can come towards me. See the manifestation from the other side and manifest for that counterpart. So that's the message I have for you, the Gemini collective. Took me a little bit to get there, but finally all the light bulbs in my head went on. And it became quite clear. So yeah, there's some hard work ahead for your counterpart, whoever he or she may be. And instead of manifesting them per se, manifest for them to have the will and the strength and the courage to clear whatever blocks or challenges they have so they can persevere through the hard work ahead and make their way towards you, maybe by the month of April. Take that all how it resonates, Gemini. That's what I have for you, my love. If it didn't resonate, check your other placements. If it did, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Gemini, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see, my love, what your 1010 portal message is. We have success. We also have the Shark card, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. But then we have the Rainbow card that says the difficult part of a situation is over. I think the other day when I did the reading for the mini moon reading, I think Pisces had the rainbow card. So if you have high Pisces placements, you may want to take a look at that reading from the mini moon tarot reading that I did. I feel like you've already had the loss, whatever this loss is, Cancer, whether this was loss of a job, loss of a friend, family member, or maybe even a lover. I feel like you've already encountered this loss. I feel like a lot of you are still dealing with whatever this is. Now you get to move forward. Now you get to move forward in success. It says here, I know that there's no greater goal than to love. And the rainbow card says the most difficult part of a situation is over. So let's see what this is all about. I feel like brighter days are ahead for the Cancerian collective. And again, if this isn't your reading, the Fool card to the Devil card. Some of you are just obsessed with having a new beginning or obsessed with having success in this new beginning. Some of you are turning the page on hardship, whatever hardships you may have encountered. And now you just kind of want to launch forward and find connections and environments, etc., that are for your highest good and that will empower you. Balance. Whatever this was that you lost, it was not balanced. You're now charging forward, or you should be charging forward, looking for environments and connections, charging forward. 8 of Wands, right? Card of movement. And again, Fool card at the bottom of the deck. So if this isn't your message, Cancer, just check one of your other placements, my love. But for the group of Cancerians I'm reading for, they have already endured a hardship. And your message from the divine is for the 1010 portal. As selfish as you may think it sounds, manifest success for yourself. If you lost a job, manifest a new job. If you lost a relationship, manifest a better relationship. The difficult part of whatever that is over. Like the loss is gone. Now it's your time. Now it's your turn. And I feel like success is around the corner, and you can use the power of the 1010 portal to manifest that success for you. Tell me more about success for the Cancerian collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. This is being clarified by the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the 9 of Cups in the reverse, the 2 of Swords in the upright, and the 5 of Swords in the upright. Whew. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands in the upright, 6 of Wands in the upright, and 2 of Cups in the upright. And then we have the Star in the reverse. Oh boy, to 6 of Pentacles in the upright, to the Empress, to the 6 of Swords, and then the 10 of Swords. I feel like this is the same Cancerian collective that's been resonating with most of the Cancerian readings I've done lately. So again, if it's not your message, check your other placements. This is such a repeated message for the Cancerian collective. For some of you, this is a past relationship. This is romantic in nature. I mean, I think it's romantic in nature because that's the vibe, that's the energy I'm getting. But if you want to apply this to a friendship or a family member that you've had some sort of hardship with, you certainly can apply it to that as well. It's definitely a soul bond connection. I see this repetitively in your readings with that Two of Cups card. So whether it's a friend, a family member, or a lover, you want victory over the inconsistency. You want success over the inconsistency. You're dealing, whoever this person is, they are a Knight of Wands. They're inconsistent. So if it's a friend, they come in for the good time. But when you really need a friend, they're not really there for you. Same with a family member. That's the family member that contacts you for funerals and weddings, right? But when you need them during the course of the year because you can't put food on the table, or, I don't know, you need help with something, they're really nowhere to be found. And if it's a lover, this is an inconsistent, imbalanced relationship. And you want victory over it. You almost want to change that person. You want to make them into a better friend or a better family member or a better lover. And I don't mean intimately a better lover. I just mean like a more balanced and consistent lover. Whatever relationship this is for you right now, you're not happy in it. That may be the best friend you desire, or the family member you really want the connection with, or the lover you really want. Like at one point that was your Nine of Cups, but your Nine of Cups, my love, is in the reverse. The communication between you and whoever this person is has become harsh. Knight of Swords in the reverse can be a very brutal conversationalist. Five of Swords talks about fighting. I feel like you're about to give up. I've tapped into a Cancerian collective where you're like, whatever connection this is for you, the Star in the reverse, you're losing hope or have lost hope in it, and you're about to drop the swords. And the Five of Swords card in this deck, this person is dropping the swords on the ground. They're only holding on to one sword. You're so close to dropping the last sword because you keep fighting for the connection, and you're torn. Right? You're torn here. This is a crossroads card, the Two of Swords. Some of you are blocking your heart because you've been so hurt by this connection. You're afraid to pour more love into it. I think I said this in one of your other readings. You consistently show up in your readings, whether you're masculine or feminine, as the Empress. And whoever this person is, family member, friend, or lover, they consistently show up as either a page in your past readings or a knight. And I hate to be so hierarchical, but whoever this person is, they are not on your level. You're trying to get this person to be like you, love like you, care like you do, have concern for you like you have for them. It's not that they don't want to. They don't know how to. It's not within their wheelhouse. It's not within the tools that they have in respect to whatever relationship this is. I hate to say that because it sounds, again, so hierarchical, right? Oh, you're better than whoever this person is. In a way, yeah. In a way, I'm sorry, cross-watcher, but in a way, yeah. At least for this group of Cancerians. I'm not saying every Cancerian on the face of the planet, is an emperor or an empress. But for this group, when it comes to being balanced, when it comes to being abundant, when it comes to being rational, when it comes to being passionate, when it comes to how you communicate, you are an emperor or empress. The emperor empress in the upright embodies the best qualities of all four queens and all four kings. This person, whoever they are, they're not even a king. They are a knight. You're an empress or emperor. So you're pretty balanced. You know what you want. You know what success looks like in whatever this is. In friendships, you know what success means for you. In a family connection, in a love ship, right? In a romantic relationship, you know how to define what success looks like in whatever that connection is. This person does not have the same vision or view that you do. And it's not that they don't want you or love you that way. They don't have the capacity to want you or love you the way you want and love them. Whether they're immature, because of age, or they're immature because of experience, or you're just not on the same page as this person. So I feel for a lot of you, you're giving up on this connection. For those of you where you have recently given up, I feel like, I hate to say your reward, but your reward for seeing your self-worth is this pot of gold coming in. So I almost feel like the message here that's coming through me to you is like, don't manifest that person. Just manifest what you want your ideal friend or ideal family member or ideal lover to be like. These are the qualities I want them to have. That's what you should be manifesting. And heck, if that person appears, then I guess it was your person all along. And if it's not, and someone else appears, then that wasn't your person. Because we can't manifest a person. One, they have the divine gift of free will, just like you and I do. Two, they have a vote. They have a say. Not everyone wants what we want. And so you can't manifest a person, but you can manifest what you want, the qualities you want that person to embody. And again, if that person shows up, then they've done some growing. And they've like spiritually ascended in some way. They've grown up, or they've seen the light, whatever term you want to use, but now they're ready. Now they're ready to give you what you want because they're on the same vibrational level that you're on. But that's where your success is going to come in. That's your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But I feel like some of you want victory with this person, and the only victory you're going to get with this person is them staying exactly how they are for now, right? This isn't a crystal ball reading where I'm looking 20 years into the future, but for now, this is where they're at. And for the past 6 months or 5 months that I've done the Cancerian readings, that person is either always showing up as a page or a knight. I don't know who they are to you. And you're, like I said, you consistently show up as a queen or king or an emperor or empress, like literally consistently in your readings. So I feel like for you to have success with whatever connection this is, not to manifest a connection or not to manifest that particular person, but to manifest the qualities that you want that person to embody. Because for a lot of you, if you continue to manifest this person, you may very well eventually get that person. And it says take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. Now, material wealth is pentacles in this deck. Pentacles is love, time, money, abundance. You could be manifesting a friend that ends up screwing you over. The divine, the gods, whatever you want to call it, are eventually going to say, all right, just give Cancer what they want. They don't want better for themselves, fine. And that's how we learn those lessons the hard way. So if you keep manifesting that person, it's possible some of you are going to end up with that person, but that person then is not a loyal friend, or they steal from you, or if it's a lover, they cheat on you, or if it's a family member, they betray you. So I would vibrate. Yeah, I would manifest at a higher vibration, because that's a very low vibe person. And I know you love them dearly, and I've been there before, but you can't manifest a person. You can manifest, and I was telling Gemini this, if you're a Gemini, Cancerian cusper, maybe, you're born within a couple of days of that season ending and Cancerian season beginning, maybe you want to look at their reading. The advice I gave them was, instead of manifesting the person, manifest that person receives the experiences and tools and courage and wisdom to do I don't want to say to do the right thing, but to elevate or to become better or to overcome their challenges or overcome their obstacles. You certainly can manifest good for others. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people manifest world peace. You certainly can manifest peace for that person, clarity of mind for that person. Manifest, you pray that they can overcome addictions, or, whatever is keeping them at that low vibrational level. You can certainly pray and manifest for those toxic patterns or traits or addictions because you love that person so much, right? You want them to be free of whatever that is. You can certainly manifest that as long as it's for the good of the person, and you're not looking at a specific outcome. You're just doing it because you love the person and you just want them to be better or have a better life. You can certainly do that, People manifest, like I said, for world peace. There's no real benefit to them directly other than they want to live in a peaceful world. So, you know, you can definitely manifest something like that. Again, as long as you keep it clean and keep it healthy, right? And you're doing it for good purposes because you love that person, you just want the best for them, then yeah. If you're doing it for, if you're manifesting that their marriage, you know, other marriage ends or something like that, then I feel like that you kind of start becoming a divination abuser. And that's like a line I wouldn't cross. I'm not going to judge you. You do whatever you want. But I always feel that kind of stuff, like then I start adding on to the bad karma debt that I owe. And I have enough bad karma debt that I have from 50 years on this planet that I'm trying to clear away. I don't want to generate any more for myself, you know? So yeah, if you love that person and you just want them to elevate and be better, you can certainly manifest for them happiness. And maybe that's what you want to do. But for others of you, I think you just need to manifest the idea, right? The bullet points, if you will, of what you want that friend or family member or lover to be like. And whoever shows up, it shows up. That's where your success is. This connection, I'm not going to say it's doomed, but for the time being, it's breaking your heart. It's breaking your heart and you're losing hope in it as much as you want victory with it. Six of Swords, Ten of Swords. It's like every time you try to move forward, look how the cards came out. It's like every time you try to move forward, there's another heartbreak. And then we're going to try this again and it's heartbreak. I'm going to forgive this person, there's heartbreak. That's what I have for you, Cancer, my love. A couple of different ideas there on what you can manifest for yourself or manifest, like I said, encouragement, strength, love for that other person, or just manifest the bullet points of the qualities you want that other individual to personify, to have. But whatever this is for you, it's rough, it's tumultuous. You're starting to close your heart to it. And you may not realize it, but you are. You're blocking your heart because it's been hurt so much. You just don't want another sword. You've already had 10. So whoever that is for you, instead of manifesting 6 of Wands to it, manifest maybe healing or manifest the strength for you to let go because you deserve better, and then manifest what that better is. But that's what I have for you, my love. I feel like success is there for you, provided you use manifestation here properly. If you've already exited this connection, I would say to manifest something better for yourself using like that bullet point thing. You could also try journaling, meaning like setting realistic goals and ideas and plans for yourself. Like, this is what I would like my person to look like, or how I would like them to act, or how I would like them to love. Qualities like that. You can certainly try doing that in terms of journaling and writing it down for yourself. I just feel like some of you are manifesting that person, and that's where you're hitting a manifestation roadblock. I feel like success comes in when you don't manifest that particular person, but you manifest the best qualities you want a person to have in your life, and that's when that person shows up. For others of you, you know, where you love that person, but they're just consistently letting you down. Again, like I told Gemini, you can manifest, pray with love, with good intent, that person, you know, whatever blocks or addictions or habits or traits they have, you can pray that they're healed from them. That's certainly a loving thing to do, again, as long as it comes from a solid place within you. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Success is around the bend. Just manifest a little bit differently, and I feel like what you want will be yours, can be yours. If that did not resonate with you, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, please click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's see what your 1010 portal message is, my love. We have doubt. There's a need for you to release the need to know all of the answers. And I know that can be a little tough sometimes for a fire sign, for all of us, really. But you have Torch here, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. And then you have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So some of you want what you want and you want it right now. Whether that's a person, an environment, answers. Let's get into the nitty gritty here for the Leo collective. Tell me more about doubt to mule to torch for the 1010 portal. What are the messages here for the Leo collective for the 1010 portal? And remember, if this isn't your reading and you're like, nope, I'm not, you know, stubborn, or I'm not unwilling to change, then it's just not your reading. Don't be offended. The readings here are intended to help you, not harm you or insult you. So if it's not your reading, just check one of your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. We have strength here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about this. Wow, the Five of Cups just came out. I'm going to keep that as a little sidebar message there. Tell me more about doubt to mule to torch here for the Leo collective. I release the need to know all of the answers. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. This could be hindering your spiritual growth and development at this time. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Fool in the upright. Wow, look at you. The Star in the upright, the Devil in the upright, and the Chariot in the upright. Simple 4-card spread, all major arcana cards. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords in the upright, Ace of Wands in the upright, Knight of Pentacles in the upright, and that leaves at the bottom of the deck Two of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and Page of Swords in the upright. Some of you want to move forward. Some of you are obsessed. Okay, again, if it's not your reading, just check your other placements. But for the group of Leos that I've tapped into, some of you are obsessed with having a new beginning in something. Okay, it's going to be different for all of you. You want a new beginning in career and finance. You want a new beginning with family and friend groups, or you want a new beginning in love and romance. But you're obsessed with wanting a new beginning. You're obsessed with healing. Whether you want to heal your finances, heal, again, any of your connections, whether they're platonic or romantic. And you want it to come in fast. Like, I want to heal this, and I don't know, it's like I want to get a job on Monday, and then Tuesday I want to receive my first check, and it's for $10 million. There's an unrealistic vibe here. And again, if it's not your reading, don't get upset. These readings are intended to help you, not harm you. But the Leo collective, or the group of the collective that I've tapped into here, they're a little unrealistic when it comes to making a significant change in their life. Either you want to rush right into something and it's not happening fast enough, or not materializing fast enough for you, and you're becoming frustrated by it. Or you want to make a change, but you don't, because you don't know what's on the other side of the door, right? I want to open the door and walk through it, but I don't know if it's raining on the other side, right? There's no windows. I don't know what's outside. Some of you that's what you want. You want to exit something in your life and move towards something else, but you're afraid because you don't have all the answers. So if I leave this job, am I going to find a better job? I mean, I might find a job, but is it going to be a better job? You know, if I leave this relationship, or the relationship has ended and now it's time for me to actually disconnect from this person, right? Sever this energetic tie and really heal, not manifest them back, not pray for reconciliation, really let the person go. I'm afraid, because as long as I'm holding on to whatever this is, job, friend, family member, lover, there's some hope within me that it can come back, or that it can improve. I'm afraid that once I let go, I'm ushered into a whole new world of career and finance. I'm without a friend now, or I've disconnected myself from family, or I'm without a lover. And I don't know if I'm going to find anyone, or how fast I'm going to find anyone or anything to replace what I'm leaving. And so some of you don't want to make the move because you don't know what you're going to find on the other side of the move. You're really up in your head about this. You want a new beginning. You want a new job, you want new friends, you want better connections with your family members, or maybe find friends that you make like family, right? Non-blood family. Others of you, you want a new passionate start in romance, but you're afraid. One, if it requires you to 5 of Cups, leave something behind. You're afraid that what you find, the grass may not be greener. For others of you, you're just afraid to energetically let go of whatever that person, place, or thing is, because you're holding on to some hope that as long as you energetically stay tied to it, it'll come back to you, or they will come back to you. And then it's like, well, what, you know, well, once I really let them go, then it's a whole new beginning. It's almost like, well, what now? So some of you, there's a significant movement here in your life, Leo. Again, for the group of Leos I've tapped into, and you're afraid, my love, because you don't have all the answers, because you don't know how it's going to pan out. You know you want the new beginning, but you're afraid to let go of something and move forward, even though you're itching to do it. You're obsessed. And I don't mean that in a bad way, like in a toxic way. I just mean like this is something that you think about, 9 of Swords, a lot. You think about this constantly. But this is saying you need to release the need to know all the answers. You don't need all the answers to have a new beginning. You don't need all the answers to heal. You don't need all the answers to rid yourself of any toxic patterns or habits or environments or connections you have. You don't need all the answers to move forward in your life and to have victory. What you need is trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the divine, trust in your ability to co-create with the divine. That's what you need to trust. So you're stuck. 2 of Wands in the reverse, 7 of Wands in the reverse. You're stuck. You're stuck, my love. You have to unstick yourself. You need to unstick yourself. I'm going to get some advice for you here. I feel like your manifestation here, instead of manifesting a specific person, place, or thing, I think what you need to manifest is the ability to remove doubt from yourself. Like the ability to, like, you know, God, divine, whatever you call that other entity, right? That entity. I just feel like you need to be asking them to remove from you guilt, remove from you shame, remove from you the need to know all the answers, remove from you maybe any stubbornness that you may have, or apprehension to change that you may have. Remove from you fear of change. You know, I would ask for those things, because you're on the precipice of a new beginning. You want it. It's literally there for you. Like the Ace of Wands in this deck, just like the hand of God, like here it is, right? Hand of the divine. Like you're so worried in your head, but it's right here. Like all you have to do is walk through the door, and you're like, no, nope, I'm not going to walk through the door till I know exactly what that is. So I think some of you need to manifest or pray for faith. Faith in yourself and faith in the divine. A little bit more advice here for the Leo collective. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. I hope that those messages made sense for you. We have the Emperor in the reverse, the Moon in the reverse, and Justice in the upright. I've never seen this many Arcana cards and a small spread like this for the 1010 portal, like ever, like in my life ever. You're very stubborn. I hate to tell you that. And again, if it's not your reading, check your other placements. But the Emperor in the reverse is a very rigid and stubborn person. You're very stubborn when it comes to Moon in the reverse, releasing fears, releasing anxieties, releasing worries. You want justice. You want karmic justice. You're just afraid. You're not trusting in yourself. You're not trusting in the divine. I think for you, my love, the message here, overwhelming for, again, the group of Leos that I've tapped into, is I think you need to manifest strength for yourself. I think you need to manifest faith in yourself. I think you need to manifest, I would ask for the removal of stubbornness from you, you know, the unwillingness to change. I would ask for strength to release the need to have all the answers. I would ask for courage. I would ask for faith. Strength, I think I said that one already, but yeah, you want a new beginning. And whatever this is, like I said, career and finance, family, friends, groups, love and romance, it's different for all of you. You're so close, literally so close to getting what you want, but you can't get out of your own head. Because you're afraid to take the next step because you don't have all the answers or you don't know what's on the other side. So I feel like that's your message for the 1010 portal. For those of you who want to take it, is to manifest courage and strength for yourself and the removal of stubbornness. You know, stubbornness and rigidness and all that stuff with the Emperor in the reverse could be ego. So maybe some of you, you know, if you possess the need to have to know all the answers before you take the next step, that could be ego. So maybe you also want to ask for the release of any ego from you and replace all of those negative things that you want to remove from yourself. Stubbornness and ego, or whatever, you know, whatever it is, unwillingness to change. Or I would manifest replacing all of those traits, write them out on a piece of paper. These are all the negative traits or thought patterns I have, right? Nine of Swords, thought patterns I have. Or maybe even lies I'm telling myself that's preventing me from moving forward. I would write them all out on a piece of paper and then replace them, you know, draw a line down the middle of the paper. This is all the mental, psychological blocks that I have, right? That's preventing me from moving forward, or egoic blocks, or whatever you want to call that list, right? Just list it all. Then on the other side, this is what I want you to replace it with. Replace it with strength, replace it with courage, replace it with perseverance, replace it with faith, faith in myself, faith in the divine, faith in my future, faith in my ability to do the right thing. So I feel like that's your message for those of you who want to manifest this, like manifest the negative thinking that you may have and instead replace it with positive thinking. And some of you may benefit from positive morning affirmations. I do them. And when my person was going through a hard time, I gave him a list. And you can find them online. I'll put a link for you below for the ones that I use and the ones I gave him. It's a 30-day affirmation. And literally every morning I wake up, is the first thing I do and I look in the mirror, is I read one of the affirmations. You know, I am beautiful. Maybe the next day is I am smart. And the next day is I am compassionate. And I repeat them 3 times in the mirror. It starts to lift your spirits within yourself. You know, there was something that I had heard a while back. I feel like it's relevant to your thing. When someone says something negative to us, and there's different studies on this, so feel free to Google it. But when someone says something negative to us, or we say something negative to ourselves, there's a certain amount of positive things that need to be said by that person or by ourselves to change that negative thinking. So, you know, if 10 times a day you're telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't, you're going to have to tell yourself 30 times in a day, I can, to shift that negative mindset. So maybe some daily affirmations in that respect will help you begin to shift and change what you see yourself, so you can see yourself for the strong and brilliant and resilient person that you are, and that you do have all the tools and skills and abilities required to take that new beginning or to take that leap of faith. You don't need to know all of the answers right now. So yeah, I'll post that link for you below. I feel like someone had to hear that message. Definitely start speaking nicer to yourself and manifest the removal of negative thoughts about yourself or your abilities, and replace them instead with manifestation. Ask for the removal of them and the replacement of them with some positive traits. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Again, if it wasn't your message, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, I would appreciate a like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what your 1010 portal message is. We have loneliness. Oh, I know that I'm never alone. You have mice, discord among family and friends. And you have Lily, spiritual love. Wow. So Virgo, could be a little bit of a trigger warning of a reading. And again, if it's not yours, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But I've tapped into a group here of the collective that are feeling very lonely. You're feeling lonely because you either don't have a lot of friends or don't have any friends, or you don't have a lot of family. Maybe if you do have a lot of family, you're not in touch with them. You may not have a lover. A lot of you live a very solitary life. And while you may enjoy your independence and you like your alone time, I feel like you still would like to have someone there, whether it's platonic or romantic. I think what you're forgetting is that you're never alone, that there is spiritual love there for you. And I feel like that's something you need to manifest. I also just noticed that that loneliness card, the wheel on it, looks like the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel for those of you, or maybe you're feeling lonely, if you embrace I don't want to say embrace spirituality because I don't want to push my beliefs on anyone. And I'm a mishmash of religions and spirituality, so don't go by my beliefs, okay? Because I'm like Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, they all existed, right? I'm an all of the above, right? I'm taking my chances that they're all the real deal, okay? They're just different messengers for different people in different cultures. Kind of all have the same message, right? Love and be love. So that's kind of how I look at religion. But again, that's just my belief. But I feel for a lot of you, one, you need to realize you're not alone in this universe, because I think a lot of you may deal with depression from time to time. And I think for a lot of you, maybe what you need to manifest are healthier connections, because some of you do have people in your life, but you feel alone even though you have these connections. It's kind of like two different messages here. Some of you really do live a life of solitude, and you feel alone and you just want someone. You just want someone to be able to call at the end of the day and be like, this is what I did today. Or maybe once in a while, you just want someone you can sit across the table and share a meal with. Okay, I've been there. I get it. If that's your story, I freaking get it. Some of you do have other people or a person, a friend or a lover, whatever, but you kind of still feel alone even when you're around them. So whether you're, in column A or column B, I feel the overall message here is that there is a divine love here for you, that it exists within you. And if you can acknowledge that and accept it, you're never truly alone. Whether you're really sitting at the table eating alone, or you're sitting across the table from an individual, whether it's platonic or romantic, that still doesn't make you feel loved. Because some of you have connections in your life where you don't even feel loved by that friend or family member or lover. Okay, let's see, where's this message going here for the Virgo collective in respect to loneliness in the 1010 portal? For the Virgo collective, one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Emperor in the upright. We have Judgment in the upright. Ooh. Three of Swords in the upright. 10 of Swords in the upright. Wow. Yeah, that could certainly make a person feel alone, right? Backstab, betrayal, feeling defeated, heartbreak, 5 of Swords, conflict. We have the 8 of Wands, and then we have the 3 of Cups. So, yeah, that's, and then 9 of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck to 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 of Wands. Oh, wow, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Geez. Okay, so again, if it's not your message, just, check one of your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Some of you feel, well, again, I go back to like column A, column B. Some of you are Virgos in column A, where even though you have a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but frequent communication with individuals, 3 of Cups, whether it's platonic or romantic, this is the discord, right? Mice, discord among family and friends. You still have 5 of Swords. So it's like I have people in my life, but I don't really get along with them, or I don't really like them, or they don't really like me, or we don't see eye to eye on anything. We can't even agree to disagree on respectful terms. It's like we either have to pretend everything is great, but the minute we touch a hot button issue, or, you know, one of us strongly disagrees with the other on anything, any topic, it turns very combative. So yeah, some of you just feel alone in that respect because you do have a person or people in your life and you communicate with them regularly, but there's discord there. There's Five of Swords there. It's not a healthy exchange of ideas or healthy exchange of communication. The only time we get along is when we, you know, pretend. Pretend that there aren't differences. Pretend that I like them. They pretend that they like me, right? We pretend. We play pretend and then everything is great. But the minute I voice an opposing opinion, you know, suddenly I'm the bad guy or I'm the black sheep of the family, or there's just some kind of feeling here like in a crowd of people that know you, you still feel alone. And then I have others of you in column B where you literally don't have anyone and you're afraid to let anyone in because every time you do, whether it's platonic or romantic, it's Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. There's lies or betrayals or cheating, or you feel defeated, or they steal from you. They steal time from you. Maybe they steal other resources as well. Could be money for some of you, right? It's different for each of you. But I feel like some of you, you're like Nine of Wands in reverse. Like, I just want someone in my life that I could release my defenses with. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands in the upright is the Wounded Warrior card, right? You're on the defensive. Nine of Wands in reverse, like I'm laying the sticks down, right? I just want a relationship, platonic or romantic, where I can lay the wands down, where I don't have to be so on edge. I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. I don't have to fight to keep the person. Nine of Wands, I'm fighting to keep whatever connection that is, right? Because that's the Wounded Warrior. I'm showing up on the battlefield today. I'm doing the same damn thing with the same damn person. But today's the day I hope I could persevere and be victorious. And if not, tomorrow I'm going to wake up, do the whole damn thing again. That's why I call this my pattern card. But in the reverse, you're like, I just want to drop the patterns, right? I want to drop the defenses. I want a connection in my life that I could just be me without trying to pretend. Or without conflict, right? Without heartbreak, without sorrow. So I feel like a lot of you are solitary. The Emperor, you know, in this deck is a very solitary individual sitting on the throne, expressionless on their face. So yeah, I feel like this is again, two different groups of Virgos I'm reading here for. Some of you do have a person or people in your life, platonic or romantic. And although you communicate with them, there's a lot of discord there or combativeness. And for others of you, you really are alone because you've been hurt so much. But your desire is to be part of a relationship or relationships where you can let your guard down. Either category that you find yourself in, I think it's really important for you to remember that you are never alone, that there's spiritual love. I'm also going to give you a little sidebar advice, I guess, of myself. That's not coming from the cards, it's coming from me. There have been times in my life that I have stayed in connections simply because I was afraid of being alone. But those connections did more damage to me than being alone would have ever done to me. And I think the best thing I did when I separated from my husband was I went a period of time of being alone, like almost a year, because I had left in early July 2020, and I had a couple of friends. I had like two or three girlfriends, and I remember that summer they were like, "Come on, you got to go to the beach. You never go out. You don't go anywhere. We're going to this person's house to drink tonight. Hey," and then they would text me a week later and be like, "We're going here to eat. Why don't you come with us?" Sometimes they would just randomly want to like invite themselves over, like, "Hey, we're in the neighborhood." They would text or call me, be like, "Hey, what are you doing? We're in the neighborhood. We thought we'd stop by." And I didn't engage with anyone. I went literally a whole year because I really just wanted to be alone. I wanted to be alone. And I think for some of you, right, not for every Virgo out there, but for some of you are staying in or have stayed in a connection or connections simply out of fear of being alone. But that connection or connections has done or is doing more damage to you than being alone would ever do. And, you know, I fast forward now, you know, 4+ years. I really like my alone time. People ask me all the time, like, when are you, like, aren't you ever going to move in with your boyfriend? Aren't you? And I'm like, nope. I mean, maybe one day, right? But right now there's no need to. He has his place. I have my place. Doesn't really come up in conversation. I've gotten used to being alone. I don't know if that's going to end up being good or bad for me one day, but I've become accustomed to being alone. And if I want to eat ice cream for breakfast, I can. And if I want to wake up at 2 in the morning and do a reading, I can. And if I want to sleep till 10 in the morning, I can. Like, you know, whatever it is, right? If I don't want to do laundry on a Tuesday, I don't have to do laundry on a Tuesday. I've become very accustomed to being alone, even though I am, you know, partnered. But maybe for some of you, you need to become comfortable and accept being alone, like really embracing the freedom that comes with that, instead of looking at it like it's a bad thing, or instead of staying in connections because, oh, the alternative is being alone and I don't want to be alone. Sometimes being alone is a good thing. And have very much enjoyed it. I have to be honest with you. I really have enjoyed it. And that first year was difficult. For 6 months, I'm not going to lie, it was hard. Probably the first 3 months was the hardest. Because, you know, you live with someone, whether it's good or bad, you're used to someone always being there. And then one day you're just like, oh my God, I'm like all alone. Like, what do I do now? Right? It's dinner time. And it's like, well, I don't have to stare at a blank wall to eat dinner. I can watch TV. I can video chat with people. I can go out with a friend. I can watch a video on my computer or on my tablet. So I found other things to do. And now, like I said, I really like being alone. I would rather be alone than be in bad company. That's what that 1 year of, like, I forced myself into hermit mode. I feel like I benefited from that in the long run, maybe to the detriment of my future romantic relationships, because I don't know how excited I'm going to be to share space with someone again full time. But, you know, I'm sure I'll adjust and acclimate to that too one day. But for right now, I've have grown in the knowledge, or in the opinion that I would rather be alone than be in bad company. So I think some of you need to embrace that. So if you're in these types of situations, for your own sake, get out. Like, there's no need to keep that just to have someone in your life that you're fighting with all the time. And for those of you where you're really solitary and you're afraid of love, that you don't need a romantic partner right now. You need to heal this. That's the judgment call you need to make. So maybe manifest healing of the heart for yourself. Manifest being able to let go of negative connections. Manifest for empowerment and strength and courage to be alone. Manifest the ability to like your own company. Manifest the ability to love yourself. Manifest more from a place of spiritual love and for spiritual love. That's the message here for the Virgo collective. You don't have to stay in 5 of Swords just to have 3 of Cups. Those are not healthy connections. And you don't have to just fall in love with continually the next person that comes along because you're afraid of being alone, because you keep getting, and maybe you don't keep getting, but, often the connections lead to 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords. So maybe the judgment call you need to make on this 10-10 portal, again, take it how it resonates, not your message, check your other placements. But I think for some of you, you need to manifest the courage, strength, and willpower to leave connections that you're just in because you're like, well, bad company is better than no company. No, it's not. It's not. I have one best friend. I mean, aside from my partner, I have one best. I got rid of all the 3 of Cups. Because after that year of hermit mode, I was like, okay, I'm ready to be the Fool card, right? Jump right in. And those 3 of Cup friends, I met more people through them and I was connecting. And then that second year of being separated, I was like, life of the party. And then I realized, oh my God, like 99% of these people are totally toxic. They're living lives I don't want to live. They're engaging in stuff that makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm just keeping these people around because I don't want to be alone. And I was like, no. One by one, I just kind of had the courage to walk away and just end the connection. Some of them I don't want to say ghosted, but, you know, was a slow release until the relationship fizzled out. They got the hint. For others, we kind of had to, you know, have some words there where I had to say, I can't be part of this anymore. Is this a lifestyle? I just left my husband. I'm starting my life over. And y'all, you know, we're on the precipice of turning 50. Y'all are acting like you're 21. I can't be out with people drinking and driving. I'm a responsible adult, you know? So I just realized after that year, well, yeah, it was great, you know, coming out of hermit mode and getting into party mode. And then I'm like, what the F am I doing? I'm 47 years old and I'm living like a jackass, like a 21-year-old. Like, so yeah, I mean, I'm not telling you to do exactly what I did. I could only share my experience with you. And I just learned that it was better to be alone. I have one best friend now. He lives 6 hours away. We talk every day. We video chat. I do his readings for him over the phone or video chat. He comes to see me. I call him kid because he's like, you know, 15 years younger than I am, but he's incredibly mature. And that's what I needed, right? I needed mature people on my vibrational level. I was hanging around with Five of Swords people just because I wanted that Three of Cups kind of celebratory mood. Those were not my people. And I realized it was better to be without them. So I think for some of you, maybe that's what you need to manifest, is the courage and strength to walk away from those types of connections. And for others of you where you're completely alone, instead of manifesting the next partner, manifest some spiritual love so you can love yourself and enjoy your own company. You don't need to be with someone. It's nice to have someone, but you don't need, you should love yourself enough that you're comfortable by yourself, comfortable in your own skin, comfortable eating dinner alone. So I feel like that's the manifestation advice for the Virgo collective, is manifesting the courage and strength to let go of connections that really no longer serve your highest good, that you kind of just keep around for the sake of not being lonely, but they're more of a detriment than anything. And for others of you, instead of manifesting a person just to have a person, manifest love for yourself. So when the right person comes along, you'll be able to love them too. And you'll be more discerning in love partners, because when you're just looking for the next body, no offense, right? Just looking for the next warm body, they're going to just get the next warm body. So I feel like there's a self-worth thing here, but that comes from being alone and enjoying your own company and loving yourself enough to not settle. Don't settle for the next warm body. Don't settle for the next toxic relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. So yeah, Virgo, that's your 1010 portal message. Sorry if that was a little bit long for you, but yeah, manifest self-love, manifest self-healing, and manifest disconnecting from environments or connections where there's a lot of discord and you sort of just keep them around to be lonely. It is far better to be alone than it is to be among people like that. So that's the message for you. Again, check your other placements if that didn't resonate, but if it did, I will appreciate a like, share, and subscribe. Until I read for you again, my friend, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what your 1010 portal message is, my dear. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And then you got the love card. And then you have older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. Could be older woman. It's a general collective reading. We don't read body parts here, but it definitely would be an older individual, someone older than you, right? I'm not going to put an age on that. So let's see what we have here. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Tell me more about this for the Libra collective. Love. Tell me more about this for Libra. Please clarify pride to older man to love for the Libra collective. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. This is being clarified as Page of Pentacles in the upright, Four of Wands in the upright, the World in the upright. Wow. And the Eight of Cups in the upright. I'm going to just say right off the bat, Libra, if this isn't your message, do not get upset with me in the comment section. Just check other placements, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, okay? This is a Libra collective who's involved in a relationship with someone who engages in Seven of Swords behavior. Lies, cheating, stealing, some act of betrayal in a repetitive way and in a sneaky way where they're always trying not to get caught. Okay, so again, if it's not your reading, just check one of your other placements. Some of you live with this person or you're married to this person. Some of you are manifesting, if that's your storyline and you're still with me, Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Tower. I knew it. I'm so glad I looked. Ace of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands in the upright, and Queen of Swords in the upright to the King of Swords. Well, and then the King of Cups. Well, well, well. I'm going to take all of those. Libra, if this isn't your message, just check, check your other placements, okay? It could be a little trigger warning here for the cross watcher. So again, this doesn't mean this is every Libra story, okay? But for the group of the Libra collective that I've tapped into, by the way, my love, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, I wish you a happy, happy birthday. I have tapped into a Libra collective now, which I feel is a little bit different than my normal Libra collective that I read for. This Libra collective is involved in a relationship. This is a romantic relationship. Let me scratch that last part. If it's not romantic, it's some sort of soulmate, soul bond connection, whether it's platonic or romantic. Okay, you feel a soul bond with this person. Friend, family member, lover, doesn't matter. This person is very much, and we all embody masculine and feminine energy, but this person embodies more masculine energy. Okay, whether it is a masculine or it's a feminine who really taps into and embraces her masculine energy. But that would be your counterpart here, whether that person's a friend, a family member, or a lover. Some of you share a home with this person, or your family with them, or you have them in your home regularly, or you want a higher level of commitment with them one day. It's different for all of you. Some of you are manifesting the ability to end that connection. I'm just going to be straight up and honest. Whoever that person is, platonic or romantic, they engage in Seven of Swords behavior, and you know it. You know that when it comes to the relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, they only show up with Three of Pentacles energy, which in any type of connection is bare bones, bottom. It's like, yeah, we're going to collaborate, but there's no love here. So, whether this is platonic or romantic, the person barely shows up. They barely invest in you. They barely invest in their connection with you. They're too busy trying to get away with something to focus on investing in you. Some of you are manifesting the ability to have the strength and courage to create your tower moment and walk away from this individual and have a new beginning elsewhere. And for a small percentage of you, you have two people. You want to walk away from one and move towards the other. Because one relationship, there's no love and it's become very burdensome. And for some of you, it's a marriage. I said for some, so don't get offended. Some of you are in a marriage where it's too burdensome and the love it's gone. There might be respect. There might be loyalty to some degree, especially if you had a family with them or you share a residence with them. But that passionate, unconditional love, it's gone. It's a romantic relationship that's become way too platonic and way too burdensome for your heart. And some of you have someone else on the side who is more compassionate, more in that King or Queen of Cups energy. They're more emotionally balanced. They invest in you. So again, that's for those of you where you're married, or you share a residence, or you want those things with this person. Some of you are realizing that person can't give you what you really want. They're too engaged in Seven of Swords behavior. And when they show up in the connection, they invest very minimally at the Three of Pentacles level. And you're manifesting an end to the connection. And for a small portion of you, it's because you have someone else that's really like your catalyst. This person is like the other person is your wish fulfillment. You're manifesting the closing of the chapter with the World card, a new beginning with the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, being able to walk away, and this Tower moment. Like some of you are just waiting for your person who engages in Seven of Swords behavior to do it one more time. Because it's like one more time and I'm out. It's almost like you're hoping they do it just so you have an excuse to leave. And like I said, for a smaller percentage of you, it's you have someone else to go to. For others of you, it's your person who has someone else. For some of you, it's your person who has someone else. Either way, I'm tapped into a group of Libras here who want to leave this connection. And they're manifesting for the strength. What you want is Nine of Cups, your ultimate wish fulfillment. Some of you want to be single and take care of yourselves. Others of you want to move towards another individual who is your wish fulfillment. Take it how it resonates to you. Five of Swords in reverse. You don't want to argue. You're making the judgment call like, I'm done here. Oh, wow. Powerful. Wheel of Fortune and Justice. And the Death card. Libra. And the Fool card. You see me pulling these cards? I've tapped in a Libra collective that is manifesting an exit plan. And they want it to happen before Scorpio season, which is just a couple of weeks away. Some of you within the next couple of weeks will be ending this connection. Some of you to move towards someone else. Others of you just moving towards being single. You've had it with bare bones investment from your partner. Like I said, small percentage of you has someone else, but for others of you, it's your person that has someone else. You're done. You're the wounded warrior. And you're done. And you're done with the Moon card. You're done with the secrets and the lies. This person is a bit of a love bomber. You catch them in something, or you catch on that they're doing something and they come in and they love bomb you. You're done. If this isn't your story, Libra, check your other placements. Crosswatcher, I'm sorry if this is a bit of a trigger warning for you, but I've tapped into a Libra collective here where they're done. They're going to speak their minds in a very non-emotional way and make a judgment call. Some of you are filing for a divorce. Some of you will be serving your partner within the next week or two, or you'll be announcing with the Judgment card that your intention is to serve them within Scorpio season. This is a whole new beginning. Again, for the group of the Libra collective I've tapped into. I just heard happy birthday to me. There's someone, one person, who will be watching this video that's actually giving themselves the gift of freedom for their birthday by leaving this relationship. Wow. And some of you are taking whatever you can. You could be collaborating with a friend or two or family member to help you exit this. But, you know, the Seven of Swords card also talks about someone who had their swords taken from them by an emperor or by an empire or a kingdom. And now they have to go back to the scene of the crime, if you will, back to the empire, back to the kingdom, to take the swords that they feel are rightfully theirs and were wrongfully taken from them. And so this individual is just really grabbing all they can with their hands. Can they grab all 7 swords? No. In this depiction, they can only grab 5. They leave 2 behind. So is this a card of deception and betrayal and wearing a false mask? Yes, but the original intent of the card is moving in a stealth and strategic like way. So I feel for some of you, you could be collaborating with one or two people about this. This could be lawyers that you're meeting with, or accountants, or individuals who are giving you sage advice. But look how this person, if you can see it in the card, in the Seven of Swords card, how they're taking whatever they can in their hands, kind of like a thief in the night, and they're looking back over their shoulder while the tower explodes. But they're still moving forward. So for some of you, that's a sidebar message for some of you, where you are setting into motion, or will be setting into motion within Libra season, some sort of divorce or legal separation from whoever your counterpart is. Tiny, small percentage of you have someone else you're going to. Others of you, it's because your person has someone else and you've had it. You're tired of being wounded by the secrets. And you're tired of your person's repetitive behavior. Nine of Wands. That's a repetitive wounding. That's my card of patterns. So, Libra, if this is your story, my love, I feel like what you need to manifest. See that Pride card? I love myself. I feel like you need to manifest love for self. If you're going through this and this is your story, please manifest for yourself strength, courage, resiliency, and a healthy, balanced love in the future when you're ready. But I feel like you need to, the message here for, again, if this is your story, if it's not, check your other placements, but you need to, and I mean, you don't need to do anything, right? You have the divine gift of free will, but the advice here for you, Libra, is to manifest courage and strength to move forward. This is when I say monumental, this is a monumental decision for someone watching this reading. I feel you have what it takes. All the cards of your next move are in the upright. I think you're very clear thinking. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. I don't think you're BSing. I think you're being very honest about this to yourself and to whomever this counterpart is. And yeah, for some of you, it may appear like you're leaving like a thief in the night. And that could be a metaphor of just like, not you're literally leaving at, 2 in the morning. I mean, maybe one person watching is, but I feel it's more of a metaphor of like maybe your counterpart, whoever he or she is, they don't see it coming because they're too engaged in the Seven of Swords to know that you're planning your own Seven of Swords. And for you, your Seven of Swords is exiting in a stealth and strategic like way. For them, it was just screwing around behind your back. So take it all how it resonates. I feel like this message is specifically for a group of Libras who are leaving a tumultuous and toxic relationship with someone who engages in the Seven of Swords behavior. And your advice from the divine is to manifest pride for yourself. Like you need to be proud of yourself for doing this, for standing up for yourself, for finding your voice, for finding your Lilith, for standing up for yourself, and to also manifest love for yourself. And if this older man, older woman, let's say, is the person who you're leaving, is a representation of the person you're leaving, it also says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So maybe also, and it's tough to say when you're going through it. I've been there, okay? But you can also manifest, if you so choose, that this person be healed. And that love comes to that person, particularly love of self. Because if they're engaging in Seven of Swords behavior, not only do they not love you, they don't love themselves. And whoever they're doing Seven of Swords with, they don't really love that person either. It's impossible. It's not a pure love. It's not a spiritual love. I don't care what they're labeling it. Soulmate, that's my twin flame. I don't give a F what you're calling it. You're not loving yourself if you're not doing the right thing by yourself and for yourself. And Seven of Swords, I mean, that type of like malicious betrayal of cheating and lying and stealing, that's not spiritual love. Maybe you moving in a Seven of Swords stealth and strategic like way is a way for you to show self-love, right? Because this is what you have to do to get out of this environment. But you know, whoever this person is, they're engaging in that behavior all the time behind your back for their own benefit, for their own pleasure-seeking gain. So yeah, maybe for some of you, if you're there, right, not all of you are there yet, but if you're there, maybe manifest some self-love for this person because they're clearly lacking it. But at the very least, Libra, the message here is allow that if that was your message, if you resonated with that reading, please manifest for yourself self-love as well as the courage and strength to go through with what you're about to do. Sending you a lot of love, my friend. If that did not resonate, again, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if it did, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what hour. I'm a Scorpio moon. Let's see what hour 1010 portal messages. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. You also have broom, new home, new attitude. And then you have guaranteed success. So I always say as above, so below, right? And what I mean by that is like my thoughts become my reality. My manifestations become my reality as long as they're realistic, okay? I can't manifest doing a spacewalk, okay? It's not, I don't have the money to buy the ticket. I don't have the knowledge to do it or the experience, okay? I'm not very good with math. Anyway, I think most astronauts have to be pretty good at math. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's what you want to manifest. Whatever that is, a relationship, it's success. You want success in something. So whether it's platonic, romantic, career and finance, family, within family and friend groups, or love and romance, I feel like a new attitude and having the courage to have that new attitude is what helps you to bring your manifestation, whatever or whomever it may be, into fruition for you. And, you know, that new home card, I mean, yeah, maybe one or two of you are getting a new home. I feel like just there's a broom on it. So I just feel like, and it's the broom card, right? So I just feel like spring cleaning or autumn cleaning your home, depending on where you live in the world, because Northern Hemisphere, we're entering autumn, and Southern Hemisphere, you're entering spring, or you're in spring, we're in autumn. I just feel like you can freshen up your home. I know for me, like this weekend coming up, I'm going to paint my bedroom, and I bought a new area rug for the floor. Like it's new attitude kind of feel. So for me, it's not a new home. It's just kind of sprucing up, cleaning up my home. But I feel like changing your space, saging, cleansing, right? Cleanse with sage, Palo Santo, or maybe even essential oils, you know, that will help to lift the negative energy out of your space. And definitely, if you can afford to, right? It's a crappy global economy. I get it. But if you can update something in your home, even if it's just moving around the furniture and really like getting in the corners to clean, maybe rearrange the bedroom furniture, that's a great way to spruce up the space. That doesn't cost you anything but time, right? Couple cleaning products, which you probably already have on hand, and then moving around the furniture. So I just feel like there's a need here for you to be in a better space, Scorpio, both in your living environment and then also like within yourself. The Fool at the bottom of the deck to the Queen of Cups. That's you. That's you, my love. So yeah, this new beginning, whatever it is for you, whatever it is you're manifesting, you're afraid. You're afraid that it might not come to fruition. But I feel as long as you change your mindset to something positive, work with that law of attraction, then yeah, I think it's guaranteed success. But you're going to have to cleanse your mind. Eight of Wands, your communication, what you say to yourself as well. I think you need to clean your space, like clean the clutter from your space and from your minds. Yes. New home, new attitude. Freshen up your space. Cleanse the negative energy. And have the courage to believe in your manifestation. That guarantees you success with that star card. Tell me more about courage to broom to the star card for the Scorpio collective. And we're just a couple weeks out from your season. So like this is the time to do it. This is the time to become emboldened and empowered so you can charge forward into your season, riding that wave as opposed to being, you know, drowned by it. Ride the wave. have the courage to ride the wave. And I feel like it starts in your space and up here. Tell me more about courage to broom to star for the Scorpio collective. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Page of Pentacles in the upright, the Page of Cups in the upright, the King of Cups in the upright, and the Five of Pentacles. That's your downfall. I want a new beginning in money. I want a new beginning in love. I want to feel emotionally balanced. I want someone who's emotionally balanced. Oh, but I don't feel good enough. It's like you almost get there. Almost there. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. This is what you need to get rid of. The abandonment, and I don't want to say get rid of, but you need to heal it. And then you need to move on from it. You can't hang on to it. You can't hang on to it. It can't go. It can't go. Sometime I would manifest the power to let go whatever that Five of Pentacles feeling is for you. The abandonment, the worry, the fears, the anxiety. You got to let it go. I would manifest the courage in your courage card. I would manifest the courage and strength to let that go. And then on the full moon in Aries, which is right, Aries is like the time to take action is now, which is on October 17th. That's when I would manifest like the letting go. I really want to let this go. This negative thinking of myself. Truthful, honest conversation with yourself. The World card. There you go. See, Judgment in reverse. You're not trusting your intuition. Whatever it is you're manifesting, you have this fear or you're lacking confidence that it can actually happen for you. And so because of that, you keep yourself small. You don't truly manifest. If you do, you're not doing it correctly. Now, if you feel you're manifesting correctly, and this is not your storyline, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But for the group of Scorpios that I have tapped into here, there's a group of you that really need to close out with the World card, this feeling of abandonment and insecurity and fear and anxiety. You have to let that go. You have a new beginning in whatever this is. New job, new relationship, strengthening the job you have, strengthening the relationship you have. But it's a feeling here of as above, so below. As above, so below. As above, also here, so below. So it's definitely time for new home, new attitude, cleaning your space. That, yes, could mean rearranging your furniture so you just kind of feel a little bit better. For others of you, cleaning your space could mean saging, burning Palo Santo, using essential oils. There's a need here to clear your space, literally, like figuratively, and then mentally as well. To rid yourself, I feel like you need to manifest courage on the 1010 portal. The courage to leave behind the feelings of abandonment, the feelings of fear, and I would also manifest for improved intuition, because your intuition for a lot of you is suffering. And that's why you're afraid to manifest. It's like, why should I bother? I'm never going to get that person. I'm never going to get that job. Or I'm never, 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 never. Five of Pentacles, never, never, never card. And, you want to live in Disneyland, but you're operating from a mentality of never, never land. That's where you're at, my love. For some of you, okay? But, yeah, it's time to close the chapter on the never, never land and move towards Disneyland. You're guaranteed success. So I would... And for me as a Scorpio moon, I think I'm going to do this too. I think I'm going to spend probably the next week between now. And I was going to do it anyway with painting my bedroom and moving around the furniture. So yeah, before I even, obviously before I even saw this reading, I had that in mind. So I would say do something like that if you can, at the very least clean, move something around, even if it's your living room space, just kind of like that new attitude feel. But then you also need to cleanse energetically your space and then your thoughts. You have to rid yourself of this. I would manifest for courage to get rid of that Five of Pentacles feeling. And then by the time we get to the full moon in Aries, where it's time to act and take action, again, right, this is just what I'm getting. You have the divine gift of free will. I would move forward and charge forward in life with great courage and great conviction and great faith that I am guaranteed success in whatever it is this Page of Coins and Page of Pentacles is. I am guaranteed success. Like, look at the King of Cups in this deck.
he knows the ship is coming in and he knows it's for him. He's not freaking out. He's going about his business. He's on the shore with his cup of love. He knows that ship is for him. He has the courage to believe it's for him. He has the connection to the divine to know he has co-created through manifestation and law of attraction. He knows it's his. He's looking at it like, come on, whatever this is, new job, better job environment, old love, new love. So I feel like that's kind of the place where you have to operate from, is the King of Cups in this card, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. But yeah, I would manifest for improved intuition skills, and I would definitely clean my space energetically and maybe physically if you can, and manifest courage. Ask for courage to get rid of these abandonment wounds. By the 17th, by that full moon in Aries, it's time for you to take action. The days of Five of Pentacles are over for you mentally. You have to close the chapter on that. It's a block for you. It's a block for you when it comes to success. Some of you could be at a job or in relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic. They don't really seem to advance from the page level. It's you have a block. And for a lot of you, that block is, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to think one day I can get promoted, because why would anyone promote me? That's a block. Negative thinking is a block. Time to release the block, my love. Pretty simple message there for the Scorpio collective. So yeah, I would manifest for the skills and tools, courage, conviction, strength to remove the blocks. And then sometime between 10:10 and 10:7, I would clean my space physically and energetically, and I would clear my thinking as well, and really slam the door on that Five of Pentacles once and for all with that World card. And by that, I mean put to bed all those negative thoughts about yourself, and instead charge forward knowing that success is yours. And have the inner strength to face that. Have the confidence to know that success is yours and it's coming. And as opposed to doubting yourself or doubting the divine. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Very, very simple reading for today, but quite the powerful one. Manifest getting rid of these feelings of abandonment and not feeling good enough, or the fear that a manifestation can't come true. And instead replace all of that with positive affirmations that it can come true and that you are good enough. So, and again, cleanse your space. You know, I would do it physically and energetically as well. But that's what I have for you, my love. Pretty cut and dry, easy breezy message here for the Scorpio collective. Remember to check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, yes, Six of Swords, that's how you're going to move forward. But if this is where we part for now, I wish you a lot of luck with this. It's not easy to do, to change your mindset, but I really think that you can do it. And definitely you can do it if you're co-creating with the universe and you ask for it, okay? So that's what I have for you, my love. Be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what your 1010 portal is, my love. We have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Then you have stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. And you have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Wow. Okay. Some of you are persevering through maybe a challenging situation in respect to career and finance. You are either manifesting new financial opportunity for yourself or the expansion of your finances. Some of you could already have your own business or side gig, and you could be praying, hoping, manifesting that it takes off or that it expands, that it grows. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So again, Sag, if this isn't your reading, you just have to check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But I feel like this is a specific message for the Sagittarians who are more career and finance focused, okay? Or focused on getting pregnant. That's, you know, having a family. So if that's not you, then just check, you know, check your other placements. But that's the two groups of Sagittarians that this message is for. You're either trying to create a family, birth a family, or you're trying to birth some new type of business opportunity or business venture, enterprise, or financial abundance for yourself. And you're persevering through challenging times to do that. Tell me more about this. Perseverance, to the Stork card, to the Crib card for the Sagittarius collective. Tell me more about this. Like if some of you have an online following, you could be manifesting that your message gets out there more, or that you be, I hate to use the word famous, but that you become more known, or that you have more followers. You know, your business, your enterprise expands. Some of you want to get into some type of new, launch a new business or a creative opportunity, and you're trying to manifest the ability to do that. And like I said, for others of you, this very well could be the birth or conception of a child that you're hoping for. You could be trying to get pregnant and you're trying to manifest good news that you have positive results. Again, so if you don't fit in either category, just check your other placements. Please clarify. Perseverance, to Stork, to Crib for the Sagittarius collective. One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Six of Cups in the upright, the Chariot in the upright, the Death card in the upright, and the Tower in the upright. You manifesting machine, you. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords, there's that communication, right? News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Three of Cups, so we can celebrate. Six of Swords in the reverse, so you've been blocked. Whatever this is for you, right? You see it as like your Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles could be any resources in tarot: time, money, love, family. So take it how it resonates to you, but you want the Ten of Pentacles, but you're kind of blocked from it. And you keep awaiting news, information with that Page of Swords card so you can celebrate. Three of Cups. So a lot of you, yeah, you're trying to get pregnant. You're trying to, have a family, conceive a child, and you keep waiting for news, either news on how to do that. Maybe you're waiting for some infertility information, IVF treatments, that's possible. This could be adoption. This could be foster care. For others of you, it could actually be, you or your partner getting pregnant. So there's definitely this feeling here for the Sagittarius group, right? It's not for the entire collective. I feel like I've tapped into a group of the collective that they're waiting to hear this news, but they've been blocked. Like, we can't move forward and have a family, right? Until we get approval for adoption or approval for foster care, or we get approved for, we come up with the finances for IVF treatment, because if you're in the United States, not every insurance company covers something like that. So I just feel like you're waiting for news to take the next step to create a family, and so far you've been blocked. And you want it to move faster. You want the situation to transform. And you persevere every day. You get up and you do what you can do to edge yourself a little closer to whatever that is. And for others of you where it's not the conception or creation of some type of family dynamic, foster, adoption, or childbirth, then you are constantly inquisitive, looking up information. Some of you may be collaborating with a tribe of people, a group of people. There's some sort of collaboration here, or the desire to celebrate this new business opportunity, whatever that is for you. The establishment of a business, the expansion of a business, new investment opportunity. For some of you, whatever this is, you have a soul bond attachment to it. And by that I mean, this was either a dream of yours since you were a child. Six of Cups. I've always dreamed of having a family, right? So this is like a dream of yours. And for others of you, it's something inside of you, like within your soul, to create or expand this business opportunity. I hope I'm making sense. It has to make sense for at least one person watching. Like, you have a business and you feel it, or you want to create one, and you feel it in your bones, in your depths of your soul, Six of Cups, that you were meant to do this. and every day you try to obtain information on how to establish this business or take it off the ground, or if it's already established, how to grow it more, how to make it more successful, how to get your brand out there, how to market properly, how to, if it's online, how to increase clients or increase your viewership or increase your base. But I feel for a lot of you, there's a block. So whatever it is that you're trying to create here, whether it's actual life like of a human being, or you're trying to create the life of a business, I feel like you've been blocked. I want to see what the block is. Hopefully that will help you with what you need to manifest. What is the block here for the Sagittarius collective who can resonate? And again, this isn't everyone's message, so check your other placements. But if you're still with me, then this is your message. 4 Pentacles in the upright, the bottom of the deck. What is the block here? Knight of Wands in the upright. Tell me more about the block, because the 6 of Swords is in the reverse. We're unable to move forward and get to whatever this 10 of Pentacles is. We get close, but then there's a block. Tell me more about the block. So the block is movement, right? Because you want the Chariot. You have the Chariot. You want victory. And the Knight of Wands, you know, comes in quick. It's fast moving. It's a fast moving knight. So your block is being able to get to the 10 of Pentacles as quickly as you would like to get. Tell me more about the block here, please, and thank you. This is further clarified by Strength in the upright. Well, there's your perseverance and your strength card. And the 9 of Wands, which is also perseverance. So, Page of Wands. I think for a lot of you, Page of Wands to Judgment to the High Priestess. I mean, this might sound corny to some of you. I put that in quotes because I don't know how some of you are going to take this. But your block is yourself. Your block is you don't believe that it can happen. You're praying for something and hoping for it and manifesting it. But deep down in your soul, you don't believe it's possible. So that doubt is a block. So when I'm asking what your blocks are, your block is the inability to move forward because you don't really have the internal perseverance and strength like you think you do. You're lacking strength and you're lacking 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior, right? 9 of Wands is the person who's willing to get up every day and persevere. And that was the card you got, perseverance. Willing to persevere to get the job done. Because this is the day, by golly, I'm going to be victorious. Then at the end of the day, you're not victorious and you're wounded. But you go to bed and you rest and you wake up in the morning and you have to get right back up because you know what? Today's the day I'm going to get that news, or I'm going to get pregnant, or I'm going to have a positive result, or I'm going to launch my business, or I'm going to get the approval I need to launch it or expand it or grow it or whatever that is for you. But your block is the inability to believe in that. So you might be showing the external world that I can do this, but it's not manifesting as quickly as you would like it to. It's not transforming as quickly as you want it to, because in your heart of hearts, you don't really believe in it. You want it, you really want it, but you don't believe it's possible. Your doubt is your block. And I know that sounds crazy when you're waiting for the bank to call you, or you're waiting for the loan or the financing, or, whatever it is you're waiting for. Your belief that it's not coming is what's manifesting. You're manifesting it not happening when you manifest but don't believe in your manifestation. I know that sounds crazy, but someone out there understands what I'm saying. You're manifesting the negative outcome by manifesting a positive outcome but not truly believing in it. So, 1010 portal, I would create a vision board of what you truly desire, whatever this new conception or expansion is for you. I would then do a future journal. I started one, a future journal. So if let's say you want to have an actual child, right? Whether it's through adoption, foster, or by natural birth. let's just say 5 years old. Okay. I don't know. Not that you're going to give birth tomorrow and have a 5-year-old in a year, but just work with me here. It's an example. So future journaling, if that's my story, right? If that's your story, and if I'm you, I would future journal today, October 10th, 2025. I woke up this morning and I took my 5-year-old girl to kindergarten. And then I came home and you journal like that's actually what happened that day. It's called future journaling. I just started doing it. And then it's working towards that goal, really believing that that can happen, manifesting that. So again, you have to be realistic, right? I can't be like, today's October 10th, 2025, and I, Jen, with Timeline Tarot, did 3 spacewalks before breakfast this morning. No, it has to be a realistic goal, a realistic plan, a realistic idea. What a realistic day would be like if your conception, whatever that is here, came true. So I would do a vision board. I would do future journaling. Again, that's just, my own little advice here. But I would definitely manifest to have the courage, strength, and perseverance to see this through, whatever this is. Because your block to achieving it is yourself. The conception or expansion of family or enterprise, whatever this is for you, you want it to come in so damn badly. You wanted it in yesterday. But your block is yourself. Manifesting in something you don't really believe in is manifesting the opposite, is manifesting the delay. So I would manifest for perseverance. I would manifest for courage. I would manifest for strength. I would manifest for positivity. In addition to maybe that vision board or like journaling, future journaling, I would also cleanse your space, because I think that negative mindset that's so rooted within you, I feel like it may have infiltrated your space. On that 1010 portal, I would like either burn sage or burn Palo Santo if you don't want any of them. Maybe use some like essential oils. I would definitely do some type of cleansing of the space here. I mean, that's just me, but that's what I would do. And I would definitely manifest for the perseverance and the real belief that this can come about, because yeah, I would manifest like to remove doubt, because your block is your doubt. So that's what I have for you, my love. Whatever this is, I wish you a tremendous amount of luck. Remember, if that wasn't your reading, check your other placements, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. But if you did resonate with that, I would, 1, cleanse your space energetically, however you wish to do that. 2, vision board and future journaling is not a bad idea. But in terms of manifestation, I would manifest perseverance, and I would manifest the removal of doubt, because your doubt is your biggest block. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If you like that reading, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what your 1010 portal message is, my love. We have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You then have desk, pay attention to your work, and then you have fan, romance, celebration, or party. I feel like some of you do not have a very balanced work-home life situation. If this isn't your message, just check your other. These are super specific messages for all 12 signs. So if you feel like that's not your message, Capricorn, just check your other placements, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. But for the group of the Capricorn collective that I have just tapped into, you are trying to find or have a desire to have a balance between working hard and playing hard, a balance between responsibilities and letting go and having some fun in your life. Some of you have way too many responsibilities. So for a lot of you, this 1010 portal could be you manifesting. And again, that's the advice or guidance or suggestion. Some of you may want to manifest the power to have the free will necessary to balance out the two, because there's an imbalance. Some of you are playing too hard and not working enough, and others of you are working too hard and not playing enough. So there's a need here for this group of Capricorns. Again, if it's not your message, check your other placements. But for this group of Capricorns, there's a need here to balance or to restore balance to your work and your home life. Tell me more about freedom to desk to fan for the Capricorn collective here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is being clarified, my love, by the Seven of Cups. Well, there's your fun. There's your Disneyland card, right? Hangman in the upright, the Eight of Swords in the upright, and the Six of Cups in the upright. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Swords in the upright. Wow. Five of Cups in the reverse. Death card and Ten of Cups. Okay. Whew. All right. There is a happily ever after here. But you should be, and again, it's just a recommendation, right, on this 1010 portal, manifest freedom and manifest the free will so you can create your own happiness. A lot of you have the opportunity right now to better balance out work life and home life, or work life and family life, or playing hard versus working hard. Some of you are really up in your head on how to do this, because maybe some of you are the breadwinners of your family and you feel like if you make any time for yourself, because some of you have a lot of responsibilities, okay? Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, that could be a lot of responsibilities, especially that Six of Cups. A lot of you could have a family or children you feel responsible for. And some of you are up in your head like, well, I don't have time to party, right? I don't have time. I have to focus on my work all the time, every waking moment, because this person or these people, whoever they are, they count on me to put food on the table. And so, yeah, I'm not doubting that you love your family, Capricorn, but something has to transform here, because at the core of you, you're unhappy. Again, this is a very specific message. So if you're a Capricorn, you're watching, you're like, this doesn't sound like my life, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But for this group of Capricorns, there's a work, home life imbalance. And for a lot of you, it's because you have tremendous responsibilities. And you're really up in your head on how to balance out loyalty for Six of Cups, this individual or these people, my tribe, my soul bonds, my family who I am responsible for, and the Seven of Cups, the Disneyland of the celebration or fun that I want to have in my life. And for a lot of you, this is almost like a crossroads moment, because I mean, you love your family, you love whoever this person or these people are that you continually give to, but I've tapped into a group here, the Capricorn Collective, that's like something has to transform with that Death card. Some of you will have the opportunity in Scorpio season to transform this. I don't know what that means for you, if you're changing jobs, or maybe you're going to switch from working at an external place to working from home, or vice versa. But again, the message here is, this is a group of Capricorns who are finding it difficult to balance out having fun versus family commitments, and being really up in your head on how to accomplish that, how to get that done. I feel like to the exterior world, again, if this is your message, take it how it resonates, and if it resonates to you, leave it if it doesn't. But for some of you, you show the world the Ten of Cups. My happy family, my happy home, I'm living my dream. But really inside of you, it's like it's the Four of Wands. I think it was about 20 some odd years ago. I don't know if they still play the commercial, but there used to be a commercial on TV of this man mowing looked like the front lawn of this like mini mansion house. This commercial played in the United States. And the guy is saying, he's rattling off all the things that he has in his life while he's mowing this beautiful green lawn in front of this like McMansion that's his. And when he gets to the end of the commercial, he says, and I'm in debt up to my eyeballs. And I don't mean to laugh at that, but I kind of get that feeling that like to the outside world, it's like picture perfect 10 of cups. But that's because you have busted and you continue to bust your butt to put on that 10 of cups display. And again, yeah, I'm not saying you don't love your family, but you have worked and you continue to work really hard to make that happen. But internally, it's like, well, what happened to Capricorn along the way? Capricorn is sitting in 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups in the reverse. There's remorse, there's regret. And now, for some reason, in Scorpio season, there's an opportunity to transform all this. At the very least, that's what you should be manifesting. Because inside, you're the 4 of Wands in the reverse. You're suffering because your work-home life imbalance is, your work-home life balance is not in balance. Some of you need a little more fun in your life. So I would use this time, this 10-10 portal, Capricorn, if this is your story and it resonates for you. I feel like during Scorpio season, you have the potential, if you manifest properly, you have the potential to create freedom in your life. And that freedom, right? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I feel like a lot of you have the freedom here to better balance work life and home life. Whatever that means for you, it'll be different for each of you. But there's an opportunity for you to do it in Scorpio season. If that's your story, or you would like it to be your story, I would use the 10-10 portal to manifest the power and free will to create your own happiness and to better balance work, home responsibilities versus having play and having some fun with that 7 of Cups. Because some of you, you're right in the middle. You're stuck like, well, I have to do this, but I'd really like to do this. I would manifest freedom. I would. I know that probably sounds silly, but I would manifest the power and the free will to create your own happiness. And I feel for a lot of you, it's possible in Scorpio season, but you have to want it. You have to want it enough. Any other advice here for the Capricorn collective? One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. We have the 4 swords in the reverse and the Fool card. I mean, I don't even want to flip another card, but I will. Wow, 3 of Cups. So, yeah, bottom of the deck, Chariot to the Temperance card. There's your balance. So I feel for a lot of you, there's a desire in you to balance out your responsibilities to your family as well as your responsibilities to yourself. I think there's an opportunity in Scorpio season to have that dream or thought that you want become a reality. The new opportunity is definitely here. That Fool card tells me there's a new beginning. The 3 of Cups card tells me it will lead to celebration. You will be a happier Capricorn if you can learn to better balance obligation. Or maybe I don't want to say obligation because some of you might get offended. I would ask for the freedom and clarity and strength to better balance responsibility to others versus responsibility to myself. That's your message, Capricorn. You have a new beginning, or at least you're on the precipice, many of you, on the precipice of a new beginning in Scorpio season. That scorpionic energy there with the Death card. This situation, if that was your reading, if that's your message, certainly can transform for you during that time. Better, like I said, that better balance that you need, that many of you are desiring, it's right there. It's literally like at the tip of your fingertips. I would, if that's your story, I would harness the power of the 10-10 portal to manifest freedom, to manifest the power to have the free will to create your own happiness. And that happiness means a better balance between 6 of Cups and 7 of Cups. People I'm responsible for, and then myself, because you have a responsibility to yourself as well. And some of you, somewhere along the way, you forgot that. So don't forget that you matter also, Capricorn. This is a beautiful message for the Capricorn collective on the precipice of change, transformation, and freedom, and the opportunity now to better balance work and home life. Responsibilities for others versus the responsibility you have to yourself. I love this message. If that did not resonate, check your other placements. But if it did, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Capricorn, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what your 1010 portal message is, my love. You have adversity. You also have hats. You will be playing a different role. And then you have the month of November. Well, that is scorpionic energy. So let's get into tarot now and see. I accept the challenges. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, and you will be playing a different role. So something is changing for you, whether this is a change you're making yourself or a change that is coming via divine intervention of maybe like a tower moment. We have strength to 5 of swords when we split the deck. There's change coming. You're going to be playing a different role in some aspect of your life within the month of November. Tell me more about adversity to hat to the month of November for the Aquarius collective. Bottom of the deck, Justice. If you saw my solar eclipse reading, we basically have it all here, right? Except for Lilith. We'll see if that energy pops out in the reading. But something is shifting and changing in your life, my dear, that is bringing some sort of karmic justice or karmic balance into your life. That solar eclipse, was in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Venusian energy rules all things we love. Venus was in Scorpio at the time of the solar eclipse. So there's things in our life that many of us, because of that, have this urge or this need within ourselves to balance or transform something in our life, whether it's an environment or a connection that is currently not in balance. And that's that feeling. And Lilith, Lilith is that very deep, wild, feminine energy that we all embody, whether we're masculine or feminine. And Lilith says, reclaim your power, speak up for yourself, right? Hold on to your independence. Don't let go of your autonomy. So when you have that trifecta of Libra being justice, Libra's Venus being in Scorpio, Scorpio is about transformation, and Lilith is like, this connection or this environment needs to balance out or it's going to go. It's very powerful for all 12 signs, not just for Aquarius. This is something that everyone on the zodiacal wheel is dealing with at this time. But for you, something is changing in Scorpio season. Tell me more about adversity to hat to November for Aquarius, please, and thank you. This is being clarified by the Hierophant in the upright, the King of Swords in the upright. There you are. The 5 of Swords in the reverse. We saw that on one of the splits. And we have the Ace of Cups in the upright. My, my, my. Knight of Pentacles in the upright. 8 of Cups in the upright. The Hermit. This leaves a Queen of Wands in the upright to the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse to the Chariot to the 5 of Cups. Some of you, if this isn't your story, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Some of you, in regards to your romantic connection or connections, I don't know, some of you might have more than one. I'm going to leave it there. But in regards to your romantic connection, you either have a higher level of commitment already established with someone, or you want a higher level of commitment with someone. I feel like it's been quite challenging for those of you, whether you have it or you want to obtain it with the individual. I feel like it's been a challenge. If you have it, it's been a challenge to maintain it. And if you don't have it, it's been a challenge to attain it. I feel for the Aquarius collective, again, if it's not your message, check other placements. Don't get upset. But I've tapped into a group of Aquariuses or Aquarians who have waited long enough, for some of you up to a year, You've waited for this connection to transform. You've waited for it, if it is, like I said, an existing higher level of commitment, however you define it, because everyone defines that differently. Some of you have waited a year for it to strengthen and improve, or to come back together again, if there's been some sort of separation or disconnection in that connection. And for others of you where you've wanted that with this particular individual, whoever he or she may be, it's been a real struggle to get there. Some of you during Scorpio season, after doing a lot of soul searching, are going to walk away from the connection. You don't want to argue about it. You don't want to fight about it. Some of you will be making the decision in Scorpio season that you'll be playing a different role, that if you were once partnered, you're not going to be partnered anymore. Some of you want to walk away from the waiting. The Knight of Pentacles card is the slowest knight in tarot. It's the most efficient, the most methodical. It is the most trustworthy, but it's slow as molasses. And in this particular deck, it doesn't even have one leg up. I have over 100 decks of tarot, and some of the decks, there's one leg up on the horse. It's like, oh, it's kind of getting there. This deck, this is almost at a standstill. So some of you have waited and waited, like I said, up to a year, because for me, pentacles are years, and the Knight of Pentacles carries one pentacle. So again, if it's not your story, check your other placements. Cross watchers, don't freak out. Not every Aquarius is leaving their partner in Scorpio season, but I've tapped into a group of Aquariuses or Aquarians that they're walking away from the waiting. Enough is enough. The relationship has not improved or has not strengthened or is not where it should be. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is that adversity card, right? I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Hierophant is the card of learning. It's spiritual knowledge. I think for a lot of you, you're deciding to leave a connection, even though you have a lot of fire for this person, a lot of desire for this individual. The Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in the upright, when I was going through my divorce, I always said, if I could be any tarot card in the deck, I would want to be the Nine of Pentacles. That was my silly goal 4.5 years ago. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to be capable of taking care of myself financially, emotionally, spiritually, you name it. I wanted someone who wanted a partner but didn't necessarily need a partner. I wanted to be someone who was comfortable in my own skin and in my own space, and a space that I could provide for myself. 4.5 years later, here I am. But Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is codependency. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is I'm afraid to be alone. So some of you have stayed in a connection waiting and hoping that it strengthens or changes or modifies or transforms to some degree because you've been a little codependent on this relationship, whether it's a toxic codependency with the individual, whether it's you're financially, I don't know, some of you could be financially linked to this person or financially reliant, financially dependent on them. For others of you, that person is financially dependent and reliant on you. Take the message how it resonates, but the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who operates from a position of fear, from a position of, I'm not good enough. I have to stay with this person. It's the best I'm going to get. There's a lot of insecurities that come with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse card. But I feel with that Hermit card, you also have done, Hermit to the Hierophant is a lot of spiritual enlightenment and a lot of spiritual growth. And I feel that a lot of you are very different. You're a very different Aquarius today than you were on October 10th, 2023. I feel like this year of waiting for this situation to improve, strengthen, come together has also given you this adversity, right, in this connection has also given you the capability to realize that I don't want to say you don't want to wait for this person, but you don't want to waste any more time. Some of you just want to get up and go. And you're doing so, Chariot card, you're doing so with a lot of remorse and regrets, Five of Cups, because you really wanted it to work out. right? That's why you waited for as long as you did, but nothing ever changed. And that's your truth. Ace of Swords. Some of you are putting an end to what you feel is betrayal because you've overextended yourself and you've waited. And so some of you could feel maybe a little guilty that you're leaving this person. There's definitely guilt here that I think it's two-part. I think some of you feel guilty, one, that you're leaving the person. Two, there's some remorse here that it didn't work out. But for others of you, you're starting to internally feel like, why did I give this person another chance, or why did I waste so much time? And if you're not feeling it now, you're probably going to be feeling it in Scorpio season as we get towards the end of October, particularly into November. Some of you feel like this is an act of betrayal, that you gave this person a benefit of doubt, or another chance, another chance, another chance, 10 more months, 12 more months, because that, again, that Pentacles card for me is a year. So some of you have been waiting a long time for this situation to improve, and it's as imbalanced today, Temperance in the reverse, as it was 1 year ago. And that's your Hermit. See, the Hermit is shining the light on the Knight of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. You received wisdom, believe it or not. And I hate to say that to people who are going through a difficult time or ending a connection. But yes, there was a reason for that person in your life, whether you had to learn self-worth, whether you had to learn how to become financially independent of them, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, whether you had to learn about toxic codependency, and that it's better to be alone than to be in a connection with an individual that doesn't value your presence. That's what I learned. I forgot what sign I was just saying this to. Might have been Virgo. But, and I would check your other placements here again, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But I would, that year after my divorce, separation, I did nothing. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't want to connect with anyone. First 3 months, super, super difficult. But I came out of that a year later, and I was just like, it's been 4.5 years now, but like looking back, I'm like, wow, I really needed that year to myself. I had to learn how to love myself. I had to learn how to become the Nine of Pentacles. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I would have just fell into another relationship or went out partying, or like, I had to be very responsible with my own healing, with my own spiritual growth. And I learned during that year and in the years since that it is better to be alone than to be in bad company. So, or to be in a bad relationship. And so I feel for a lot of you, Hangman, you've thought about this a long time. You'll be thinking about this a lot more. I feel like in Scorpio season, you're putting an end to this connection. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You're not going to work on it anymore. Again, if that's not your story, check your other placements. So in respect to the 1010 portal and what you can manifest, I would manifest for healing. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, pretty devastating pain there. 8 of Cups, even when you're the one walking away, like I was with my marriage when I ended it, there's still sorrow and grief, right? There's still a disappointment that, wow, I just spent 24 years with this other human being and there is no happily ever after, right? I have to go create that now on my own, or, maybe create it with someone else. Maybe create it on my own and I get lucky and I find someone else and they can enjoy the happily ever after that I'm creating for myself. But yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you may not think it now, but I think closer to Scorpio season, if this relationship does not have some type of miracle between now and then and transforms, I think you're out. And for those of you where you're already feeling that energy, that urge within you to cut the cord on this, I would definitely manifest healing for myself. We saw the Four of Swords card here. I would manifest, oh wow, the Devil card. Yeah, some of you is like super toxic. Queen of Pentacles to the Devil is, again, a very toxic codependent energy, whether it's you or your person. Could be both of you feel that way with one another for various reasons. But anyway, going back to the manifestation, I would manifest healing for myself as well as courage. Because regardless of whether or not you're married to the person or you've dated them, that was the hardest conversation I had when he came home from work that day. and it took about 15 seconds to get it out of my mouth, but it's 15 seconds of insane courage. And for those of you where you feel you're on the precipice of having that difficult conversation, I would manifest courage. I would manifest strength for 15 seconds of insane courage, and definitely healing for yourself. And you can also manifest healing for the other individual as well. There's nothing wrong with that. I did that also. I wished him well. I wasn't leaving because I hated him. I just loved him because I loved me more. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Again, if it's not your reading, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But for this group of Aquarians that I've tapped into, you will be exiting a relationship that has been off balance and that you have waited up to the last year for it to sort of auto-correct itself. And the closer you're getting to like that 1 year mark, you're realizing it's not happening. Some of you will be severing this tie in Scorpio season. As someone who did it, I did it in Cancerian season 4.5 years ago, but I wish you a lot of luck with it. It's not easy. Definitely manifest healing for yourself as well as the other individual. And I would also have gratitude, because whether you want to hear it or not right now, there was a lesson in that for you. And as part of my meditation and my manifestation, I always practice gratitude. So I would have somewhere, somehow inside of you, find gratitude for this person. And once you discover or realize the lessons that you learned, I would try to embrace gratitude for those lessons in the long run and make you a better Aquarius. Again, if that's not your story, check your other placements. But if it is, time to manifest courage, strength, particularly for that 15 seconds of insane courage that you're about to need. And then, of course, healing. That's what I have for you, my love. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what your 1010 portal message is, my love. We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to do. You have goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I likey. And dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. Are we back to this again? I'm sorry. So I want to just say a little disclaimer. This message may not be for everyone. These are coming out as like super specific messages. I can't even say they're like for the collective. I feel like they're for small groups of the collective. Like the Gemini reading, I don't think it's going to apply to every Gemini. I think it's a small group. Libra reading is not going to apply to every Libra. I feel like it's a small group. So right off the bat, if you feel it's not yours, instead of getting upset, just check one of your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if you're struggling with discipline, if you're struggling to believe in yourself that you can accomplish what you set your mind to do, if you're struggling with financial issues, then this may be your reading. Let's see what comes out in tarot. Tell me more about this for the Piscean collective in respect to the 1010 portal. What can you tell us about discipline, to goldfish, to dog close up? Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more about this for the Piscean collective. Discipline, to goldfish, to dog close up. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. This is being clarified by Page of Pentacles in the upright, 2 of Swords in the upright, Temperance in the reverse, and King of Cups. This King of Cups shows up in every single one of your readings. For some of you, it could be you. For others of you, it's a person in your life. Take it how it resonates. Bottom of the deck, Death. The Star in the reverse. The 6 of Cups in the upright. Oh my God. We have 6 of Swords in the upright, Knight of Wands in the upright, and 5 of Pentacles in the upright. Oh, and then we have 6 of Wands. I feel like I feel like the Piscean collective that's been following me, or at least this group, I feel like we're stuck in a cycle with this storyline for you lately. So if you're a Pisces and this message doesn't resonate, I'm super sorry. Please check your other placements. For some reason, this is so strong. I don't know if this is the energy of the individual or individuals who watch Pisces readings here on my channel, but this is the same story. I hate to say it, but you're looking for a brand new beginning. You're at a crossroads in your life. Your life in some respect is not in balance. Temperance in the reverse. Page of Pentacles tells me you want a new solid opportunity. Two of Swords tells me you're at a crossroads on how to get it. Temperance tells me where you're currently existing is not in balance. And what you desire is King of Cups in the upright, whether that's an individual or a feeling or an environment. That's what you want. You want emotional balance and emotional security, whether it's in your environment, yourself, or with this other individual. But you're at a crossroads on how to get there. The situation that you're in, you have lost all faith or hope that it can turn around. Star in the reverse. The Death card in the upright says you want it to transform, because the Six of Cups tells me you feel some type of connection with this individual, some type of soulmate, soul bond connection. And so even though you're giving up hope, you don't want to let go. But you want victory. Six of Wands to the Five of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands to the Six of Swords. The Knight of Wands, whether this is representing an environment or a connection, could be platonic or romantic, take it how it resonates. But whatever it is, it's not stable. Knight of Wands is not stable, supremely inconsistent. So whether that's a relationship for you or an environment or a situation, it's not stable. You keep moving towards it like you think it's going to change. I love you dearly. It's not changing. We see this in all of your readings. It's not changing. You want victory with whomever or whatever this situation or individual is. Six of Wands. I want victory over this. I don't want to feel abandoned. I don't want to feel alone. I don't want it to be inconsistent. I want to be able to move forward, but it's like you move forward, but then you hit a dead end. You move forward, you hit a dead end. You move forward, you hit a dead end. You have a block. You have a block. Why are you butting heads with a situation or a relationship that's not working out when you have something better waiting for you? Maybe some of you don't know you have something better. Maybe some of you know you have something better, but you're afraid to move towards it. You're trying to find victory in a situation or a connection that's not victorious. Now, I'm going to tell you this with great love. Some of you are doing it out of pride and ego. And I say that because the Six of Wands card very often could talk about ego. And some of you are staying in this connection or have a desire to stay in this connection simply because, this is going to sound terrible, maybe you don't want that person to be happy with someone else, or you don't want someone else to be successful at your position or your job, or you don't want your friend to have a better friend. It's different for all of you, but you're in a situation or an environment or a connection that's not happy at all. It is not successful. It is not consistent. It's very imbalanced. It has not grown. It's continually at page level, no matter how much effort you put into it. You keep trying to move it forward. You're trying to turn a Knight of Wands into a King of Wands, and it's impossible. That's not that environment, or that's not that connection, whether it's platonic or romantic. And yet, for some of you, out of ego, you want success. Meanwhile, as much as you desperately want the situation or connection to transform because you have some kind of soulmate, soul bond connection, you're also losing hope in its ability to transform. You're blocking out your heart in addition to all of it because some of you just don't want to feel the truth of the matter is that this connection is going nowhere. It's going nowhere. And for a small percentage of you, you have someone else or you have another job. I keep seeing this in your readings. So you're staying in a connection or staying at a job. you know, staying at a job or staying in a connection, platonic or romantic, that's not working. And meanwhile, you have an alternative and you're blocked from moving forward towards it. Let's see what this block is and what you can manifest so you can unblock yourself. Tell me what the block is for the Piscean collective. And again, Pisces, if this doesn't make sense to you, my dear, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. For some of you, I hate to say this, but you may feel like you need an increase in material wealth in order to move on from whatever this is. And that's kind of understandable to a point, right? I need another job before I can leave this job. I need another place to live before I sell the house, or I cancel the apartment lease, or so I kind of get it. I do. But for those of you where you have another job waiting for you, then I'm not sure what the issue is. Or some of you are in an existing connection for the financial security. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging you in any way, but you have someone else willing to take you and to build with you and to love you. So it's not like you would leave where you're at and you have to start off from scratch. You have someone waiting. This person consistently shows up in all of your readings. Again, if it's not your reading, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is the block here for the Piscean collective who can identify with this reading? What is the block? One more shuffle. Thank you. Your block, Wheel of Fortune in the upright. The Emperor in the upright. Wow, some heavy hitters. Three of Pentacles in the upright. Ten of Cups in the reverse. You are stubborn. I'm talking to a Pisces who is so hell-bent on making the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Cups in the upright, out of pride and ego. If it's not your story, check your other placements. Most likely outcome here for a Pisces. Three of Cups in the upright, the Empress in the upright, Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the Devil. Some of you have another person. I'm so sorry if this sounds like a repetitive message. Some of you are staying in one connection out of pride and ego. Or you're staying at a job out of pride and ego. You're staying in an environment or a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, out of pride and ego, when you have something better waiting for you. And some of you where it's because your person has another person, you're staying out of jealousy because you just don't want to see your person be happy with the other person. And I'm going to say something to probably two of you watching. You're staying in it. This is messy, okay? And again, it's probably for two of you watching. You're staying in a connection where your person has another person, but you also have another person. But you're staying here because you just don't want your person to be happy with their other person. Some of you stay for Queen of Wands in the reverse out of jealousy, out of spite, out of envy, out of pride, out of ego. It's like, I'll be damned if I let him or her be with that person and live in my house or raise my kids. Or meanwhile, you either have someone else or you're on the precipice of meeting this other person and you're staying out of pride and ego. It's such a detriment to yourself because it's such a toxic situation. And same thing if this is like a toxic work environment. You either have another job or you're on the precipice of finding another job or being offered another job. And some of you are like, nope, I'm going to stay here because I'll be damned if Debbie gets my job and does better at it than I do. But you're staying in a job that you're not happy in. Out of pride and ego. So, again, Pisces, if this isn't your reading, check your other placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Not every message here is going to resonate with all of you. So take what fits and take it how it fits. Never force a message to fit if you intuitively know it's not part of your journey. But I've tapped in here to a group of Pisceans who are currently in an environment, situation, or relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, where they're completely unhappy in. Some of you have a replacement to whatever this is. Some of you don't, but you're on the precipice of finding it. Either way, you stay in it out of pride and ego. Could be pride and ego because you're just hell-bent determined to make it work. When you're losing all hope in it as it is, it's completely toxic and you're not happy. And some of you don't want to because you know someone else is going to get the opportunity and you don't want your boss to be happier with someone else, or you don't want your person, your spouse, to be happier with someone else. So whether or not you have another opportunity or not yourself, you don't really care. I would manifest to get rid of pride and ego for this situation, because you're robbing yourself of joy. So if that's your story, then this, my love, was your reading. You need to be more disciplined. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is not disciplined, whether it's masculine or feminine. It's someone who's acting out. It's reckless energy. So I would, that discipline card came out. I would manifest on the 1010 portal for myself discipline, because a disciplined person is not egoic in any sense. So yeah, I would manifest the removal of my ego and pride when it comes to this particular situation, and instead manifest discipline. Again, Pisces, if that's not your message, just check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if it did resonate with you, or you found them to be entertaining or enlightening, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Okay, everyone, there you have it. All 12, 1010 portals. I'm going to do a reading now at the bottom of the deck for the collective. We have denial. Some of you are in denial about a particular situation, environment, or relationship. Denial says here, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Your card here, we have January, and then we have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Let's get into tarot now. Some of you are consistently staying in an environment, situation, or connection that is not vibrating at your frequency. And I hate to make that sound hierarchical, but it's not, it's not vibrate, and you're not listening to your intuition. The High Priestess in the reverse. Some of you are releasing whatever this is, and you'll have a brand new beginning by January. I feel like this Libra season moving into Scorpio season with that scorpionic energy is when a lot of you will be shedding the denial. Whatever this is not working. I feel like by January you have a different mindset. Whatever this is, I don't think you're actively engaged in it anymore. Tell me more for the collective, please. Please and thank you. This is being clarified by the Ace of Wands in the upright, the Two of Wands, told you. In the upright, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Wands. By January, this is done for you. Bottom of the deck, Sun card in the upright. Look, when I'm good, I'm good. Fool card in the upright, Eight of Pentacles in the upright, Nine of Pentacles. I love that energy. That's when I forgot what reading I said it in. Might have been Aquarius. But, when I left my marriage, I was like, if I could be any tarot card, I'd want to be the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, Lovers in the upright, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, I could keep going, but we've got the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords here. So, for some of you, this is an environment. For others of you, it's a situation. For others of you, it's a connection. Could be platonic, could be romantic. For others of you, this is, unnecessary baggage. However you want to define it. Negative thoughts, lies you're telling yourself, toxic traits, toxic habits, toxic addictions, unhealthy patterns, unhealthy environments, you name it, okay? You've been continuing to do this or continuing to exist in this, and you've really lowered your standards substantially by doing so. You've been in denial for quite some time, maybe for up to a year. Got the Knight of Pentacles card there, thinking something was going to change or something was going to give. You're realizing that nothing changes until you change. This Libra to Scorpionic energy, And a little bit of Lilith here is giving you the motivation to release the unnecessary baggage. And by doing that, it's making room for positive growth to come into your life, replacing the negative with a positive. Ace of Wands is that positive, right? It's that new beginning. It's having enthusiasm. It's taking action on your own behalf. It's being your own advocate. It's excitement. It's urgency. It's growth. It's getting in the game. It's having skin in the game. And it's a passionate new beginning. The Two of Wands is like, okay, now I have two paths, right? Well, I've already been down this road. I know what denial street looks like. And I don't want to lower my standards anymore to be on denial street. So a lot of you are making the shift. Again, not everyone, but some of you are making the shift with great anticipation, planning, looking at the new possibilities, detaching from the old. Ten of Swords in the reverse. This is this transitionary period, leaving behind the old ways, the old hurts, the old betrayals, the old habits, because where you're going on your path, that Sun to the Fool card, there's no room in that sack that the Fool card, that the individual on the Fool card has. There's no room to also take the Ten of Swords with me. I have to leave it all behind. That's the mentality for those of you in the collective that are resonating or will be resonating with this, because I feel like this is happening over the course of the next 3 months. I feel like it begins now. It's just you're in denial, like that you can't do it. Sure you can. Sure you can. So whatever this is for you, my love, you are having the realization during Libra and Scorpio season that you need to leave it behind. Whatever the unnecessary baggage is, or whoever it is. I hate to talk about another human being that way, but whatever or whoever it is, you're realizing it's not going to change. You've been in denial thinking it will. And by January, a lot of you are free and clear and making the choice to either be independent of that situation or to become independent within it. But there's optimism and hope and success and vitality for those of you who make the shift to do that. And it'll all begin in January. Well, I should say it all begin in Libra moving into Scorpio season. But by January, I feel like whatever this is, whatever unnecessary baggage this has been in your life, I feel like you're leaving it behind. And what you're moving towards now is real progress, real triumph, real success, real fortune, real optimism. Leaving behind a challenging time. So that's what I have for you, collective. This is a huge shift for many of you. Whatever this is for you, however it resonates, I wish you a tremendous amount of luck with it. Good luck also with all of your other readings, whichever ones resonated for you. I'll be back with a reading for you very soon. And until then, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.